just didn't make any sense. But he did it. He did it with his pickings.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't really chicken picking, but it wasn't really like classical flamenco.
Because you can strum and stuff without using a pick with your thumb.
And that's what he
whatever,
did.
Or your fingertips,
So,
strum it.
And that's about as close as I've come. Is the whole thumb and doom, like doom, doom, doom. Metallica, the beginning of
The arpeggio type stuff.
Of Nothing Else Matters.
Now I've gotten really good at doing. It's like if this is your 4, you know, like your thumb and then 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
It's like a thumb and then it's a 3, 1, 2.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a whatever. And I've gotten pretty fast at doing that, and I can change chords. But I want to do the syncopated stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know, where it's like you're doing.
Yeah, that's like chicken picking.
Yeah, like where your bass is on the one.
Yeah.
Well, it's on the down.
If you ever bully another kid
all
again,
your,
I'll come back.
All your fingers are on the upbeats.
It was a fun whenever I was in college. I went to UNT, and Andy's used to be a lot way more low key than
Get the clothes off, bitch.
And downstairs on where the kitchen was, every week they would have a bluegrass band come, like bluegrass jam, where everybody, like students, would come from UNT, just sit in and jam.
Yeah.
And I would just sit down there and watch the guys that did that.
Yeah, I love it.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's so. I don't know. It didn't even work in my brain. I have too much ADD for that. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's truly amazing. All guitar playing's amazing. Like when you see a badass guitarist, it doesn't really matter what style it is. When you see something like that, when you see someone that's just amazing, it doesn't matter what they're playing. You're like, like a trance.
Well, because it slows down, you're like, oh, that doesn't look so hard. Like I see what they're doing. I see exactly what they're doing. Why can't I do it? And then it's like, then your fingers are all tied in knots and stuff. You're like, I don't even get how they, you know.
I can see a rocket ship go to the moon.
And we'll be ready.
I just can't figure out how to do it myself.
Yeah,
I feel you, man.
But you know,
it's like a puzzle. You're always trying to undo this puzzle when it's like,
I was gonna say, like you watch hockey, you know, and then you watch like the Ticket do their charity challenge, and then you realize you're like, oh my god, because the pros make it look so easy.
Dude, that was one.
Then when you see regular people doing it, it's like, oh my god, they're so slow and they're falling down. It looks so hard.
You ever tried to ice skate backwards?
Yeah, that's tough.
You guys can hear us good, right?
Hey, it's
we
funny.
Had a little IO issue.
That the hockey thing, like that's one of those sports that I've always wanted to play and never. I played rollerblade hockey, but I've never played actual ice hockey, and I've always wanted to do that. Like if I was rich, I'd just load up a plane with my bros and we'd go up to the north, like go to Chicago or somewhere and find some pond that's frozen over and play hockey just to see what it was like. I'm sure all of us would come back beat up the hell up.
Yeah, I mean,
this is the worst idea ever, man.
I mean, I can ice skate, but I don't know that I can ice skate with the stick handling a puck.
Yeah,
and then have somebody pushing on me.
Yeah,
because it's one thing. It's okay. But I got it. I got my balance here. I'm moving, and then you walk over, or you skate over, and just push me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fall down every time. It's like these guys are getting run into and stuff, and staying on their feet, and you know. But you just look at me funny. I'm gonna fall down.
I like how
just
I made
for
us,
you, Becky.
If I was rich, I made us get in a plane and go up north to a pond when we could have just rented out an ice skating place here in DFW.
There's one. The biggest one is right down the street.
Yeah, like that was the Star Center or something like that.
Dr. Pepper Star Center.
Yeah,
Nitex.
Yeah,
just go grab Nitex. Could have done
and that's probably what would happen. We'd all fly up there, and then one of you smartasses would be like, "We could have just
done it here,
run it Nitex for like $600 for one night."
Duh, still hole. All right, we want to start this thing up,
and then you
want to start things up. You ready to roll?
Ready.
Then I'll shoot the pilot.
Matt,
he's talking about a TV show. He wants to shoot a pilot for the TV show.
No Rangers hat.
It's a hockey.
I know,
Look
man.
At us.
Yeah, I thought
I'm so.
Did you not get
I
the
cannot.
email?
No, I was gonna. I've planned on wearing my championship hat for a whole year, and I totally forgot today.
I just got this one today. This is the World Series champ.
Yeah.
It came in the mail because I ordered it, and I'm all excited.
I got the black one, the post game hat. That's the actual hat they were wearing when they won.
Yeah, that's what I want. The one they played.
I want to get one of those.
The black one.
No, the blue ones that they wore during the game. That has a World Series.
I got the black one. I want to get one like that though.
Well, I thought I have the other one in there. The blue one they played wore during the game, and the thing on the side says ALCS.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because they hadn't won the championship yet.
Yeah.
I got
I've got that one in there because I thought that
ALCS
might be
hat, and I got 2 hats of the post game, the championship hats, the black ones, and then one of the shirts that they were wearing after the game.
Are we going to talk about?
Yes, it's going to kick off right at the beginning.
Okay, well, because I didn't want to talk about it now. If we're going to talk about it in a minute.
Everybody in the chat room, we're gonna catch up on things since we took last week off. Hope everybody had a chance to listen to last week's episode, the Van Halen, our little trip down the greatest
hits.
Yeah, we got a list of those that we want to go through, but let's start the show up because I made a little intro. Y'all ready?
Okay.
Previously on JJTM.
You got a runner later on second and third.
Got a runner on second and third as the wind up.
This guy got hit in the dick earlier.
And the pitch. Oh, breaking ball outside, up the middle. And we got a run coming in. Might have 2. We have an 11-7 ball game right now.
Never trust.
It's another 2-out rally.
So
I'm telling you, we're jinxing them by being on.
We're not jinxing them. What? Do you feel like we should just end the show right now?
I do, because I think we're jinxing them.
I thought we were, man.
Strikes. Spores kicks and fires. He struck him out looking. It's over. It's over. The Rangers have won the World Series. Ranger fans, you're not dreaming.
I feel like an idiot now.
The Rangers are the World Series champions. After 52 years in Texas, 63 years of the franchise. The wait is over. And the celebration has begun.
This episode of the
I haven't stopped.
Brought to you by
Geist Note
and
Victor Wrench
and Plastic Object.
The Jerry Jonestown Massacre contains graphic material, including offensive language, partial nudity, and completely ridiculous thoughts and opinions that shouldn't be expressed or shared by anyone. Listener discretion is advised.
And now coming at you from the Temple of I, just on the outskirts of where the West begins.
It's the Jerry Jonestown Massacre!
God, I killed it with this cover.
Hey, that was a ace of an intro.
It is show 550. Tuesday, November 14th, 2023. Happy Tuesday, Matt.
We should get paid to play intros like that.
We should. We've been off a week.
Yeah, are you rejuvenated?
I am rejuvenated. I am. Everything
more tired.
I'm all right.
Yeah?
I'm all right, yeah.
You've been running all over the place.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Well, we've got no place to lay your head. You just roam.
You have my bosoms.
Nomad.
You have my bosoms.
Wanderer. Call me what you will.
You could always come lay on my bosoms.
That's what I'm afraid about coming over to your house.
Just come here. Come here. Dusty, come here. Lay right here.
Lay right here. Put your head right here. Pretend I'm Mammy.
Mammy.
You can.
And your people. You just pretend we're Mammy and Peepaw. Oh my gosh.
No, we had to take a week off last week. Had a death in the family. Maybe we could touch on that here after a while, but I don't want to bring the room down with our big Rangers intro because we didn't even get to talk about it.
I don't have any show notes.
Well, I can share them with you real fast.
Why don't you just give me access to the account again? Why are we keeping me out?
Because I don't remember.
Are you secretly plotting to kill me or something?
No, I can't remember the password, and I don't want to reset it because I have to reset it on 9,000 devices.
Yeah.
I hate that now. Joining us this evening, happy Tuesday, Jeff.
Happy Tuesday, Dustin.
So, where were you when the Rangers won the World Series?
In my living room.
Were you?
Yeah, just watching it on the.
Were you freaking out?
Yeah.
Like going nuts?
I mean, I wasn't jumping up and down screaming. I'm a pretty chill guy. But yeah, I was like, it's just.
Have you ever jumped in the air watching a sporting event?
And clicked your heels together?
No, it's usually just you raise your hands.
But you've never done the jump?
No.
Dude, I do the jump, the clap, the centipede. I'll start doing the freaking Iron Man.
I don't think I screamed or anything.
I know I didn't. I was at work and barely made it home to watch the last inning.
Inning
and a half.
That was a good game.
You know what's funny is our thread that just got silent.
Oh, it got deep silent.
Like in the middle of the second, or it wasn't that last game. It was the game before. It was like all of a sudden we realized that we could very well be one game away from winning the World Series, and then it was radio silence.
Radio silent. We didn't say anything, and Jeremy didn't even taunt us. I figured he'd be taunting us. Chris didn't say anything, but he knew his stupid Diamondbacks sucked. But yeah, I was pacing around the house, like pacing. Around the kitchen, around the island, in and out of rooms.
There was gunfire at my place.
Was there?
Yeah.
From you?
I mean, not at my place. My part of town.
Oh, in your part of town. I just that last pitch, I just sat there and went, they fucking did it.
It's still,
like I was shocked. I'm still in shock.
I was just kind of like,
that
quiet shock.
That cat from Soviet space. He wore that shirt, and Mandy pointed it out to me, and I was sitting there watching him play. I was like, "Damn, I still can't believe that we just won the World Series."
Every time I see something out in public, I'm like, "Whoa,
yeah, can't believe we did that."
This is crazy.
When they were showing Garcia at I think he was at either a game or a concert or something, and he was with his woman or he was with some lady, and I was like, dude. That dude right there would have got the MVP of the World Series that the Texas Rangers just won if he hadn't got hurt, probably.
Yep.
And then I was like, "Damn, you're still stoked that the Rangers won the World Series." I have a feeling it's going to be like when the Mavericks won. Remember when the Mavericks won, like with Chandler?
Yeah.
And dude,
Jet.
That was so. It was like you were in. Anybody could say whatever they wanted to about any of your other sports teams because you didn't care. You had the Dallas Mavericks of 2011.
This one hit me harder.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
This one hit me harder than any Cowboy win.
Right. Instead, I was going to ask is why is this one different than the Rangers or than the Stars or the Mavericks or the Cowboys?
The Stars, it was equal for me with the Stars.
Was it?
I lost my shit when the Stars won the Stanley Cup.
But not the city. I think this is different for the whole city as a whole.
Yeah, I think because baseball is such a loved sport and it's ingrained in us.
We've always wanted to be good at it.
We've always wanted it.
We've always wanted to be good. And dude, and also...
I had to walk outside after it was all over.
I think a lot of people too, like me, like, oh I sent a text to my uncle and I said, dude, my first memories were going out, like listening to the Rangers in your red Chevrolet. It was like one of them badass souped up, like late 60s, early 70s model Chevrolet truck. And listening to the games and then waiting for the fireworks. And especially my memories about the 4th of July and stuff. And I was like, I cannot believe that team just won the World Series. And I pinch myself.
I tried to call my dad, but he was dead. Because he's the one who took me to all the Ranger games when I was younger at the old ballpark where it was still in the background, the stands were the metal ones where you burnt your butt.
That's where I first went.
Old Turnback.
My first favorite player was it Jim Sundberg, the catcher, right?
Yeah.
It's been a long time. I got that right. I remember liking him when I was a kid. But yeah, I think that's what it is. It's like either we grew up watching them, or our dad or grandpa or somebody that loved them, and they're not here now. So it's like everybody, I think, all at once either went back to being a kid or went back to missing their dad or grandpa or, all at the same time. Like, it's like all this stuff, like this, that you carry with you for all these years. It's just weird. And this dumb sports game.
Oh, yeah.
Where they're just hitting a stick and a ball brings all this, like, your whole life of, because I mean, I immediately started thinking about all the Rangers game I went when I was a kid, me going with my mom on opening day, all these different times, these different memories. And I'm not a big sports guy or a big baseball fan or anything, but I grew up here. And even though it's in Arlington, it always felt like it was Fort Worth's team.
Yeah, it's always been a Tarrant County team.
It's for sure a Tarrant County thing, And so it was always like my home team. We didn't have the Cowboys. That was Dallas or the Mavericks or whatever.
All those stayed over there.
Yeah, this was our thing,
I did go see my uncle out at my parents' out in Weatherford the Saturday after they won it, the day after the parade, and he's the one who is diehard. Like, and he told me, he's like, I couldn't watch it live. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I recorded it and I went back and I watched it. I could not watch that final inning. And I was like, really? He's like, no,
I've done that.
I've
done that on some Cowboy games. But do you think that night was probably the record male sports cry?
Maybe.
Yeah, by far.
I think so too. I think even over the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl in '92.
I didn't cry when the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. I wasn't like.
Well, no, they'd already won like 3 or 4 before that.
Yeah.
But even the first one, I'd never seen one or was a kid or whatever. But even the first one, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, this is cool. Let's run around and drive up and down roof snow and be silly.
Yeah.
But like this and the Stars are the top ones for me.
Yeah, Stars was cool because of how late at night it was, and it was so freaking like.
Oh yeah,
it was such
in
a
the story.
Every single one of our series were hard.
They were all dead.
Yeah,
and in every intermission they went and got saline injections just to stay hydrated and everything. And
no, that was a big one for me. Probably
except Zubov, he was smoking cigarettes.
In my sports life, that was the biggest one for me because the Stars is the only team. Except for I don't watch the Cowboys hardly ever anymore. I will every now and again.
It's weird.
I watched it a couple weeks ago when they played the Eagles. I watched that game. It's a good game.
Yeah, it's a good game.
But I'm getting the same way, man.
But I mean, I watch them if I do. If I don't, it's whatever.
It's starting to become background noise.
Baseball and basketball. There's too many games, so I don't watch all of them. Because there's just so many, you don't watch them all. But
well, and you don't have access to them all.
Well, I know, but I mean, even back then.
Don't get me started on that.
But man, there was a couple years, and it was like 98, 99, where I started watching the Stars, and once I fell in love with them, I watched every single game, and if I didn't watch it, I heard it on the radio. I did not miss the game. So when they went to the playoffs, I watched it. When they lost the first year, they got knocked out in March Mint and the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was there, mad, pissed off. Next year, and then the next year we went back every single game, every single one. So that meant a lot to me because I'd already invested all that time, all that energy, all the and everything. So when they won the cup, and especially 5 overtimes, 3 o'clock in the morning, you're
freaking
exhausted.
out.
Yeah, that was probably the biggest thing because I didn't watch every game of the Rangers this year. I didn't live and die with them the way I did with the Stars.
You can't.
Yeah, well, there's 180 games or whatever. It's like, God, it's so many.
Well, and their TV rights suck.
Yeah, they need to do the thing where they just have the Texas Ranger app. You pay $10 a month, and then you watch the Texas Ranger.
Is there any teams that are doing that?
The MLB app isn't that much, is it? It's like $40 a year.
And you get to watch any game you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some there are some local teams that have. I can't remember if it's a basketball team, but there's a couple that got their own TV, their own app, and they just do their shows on their own and don't deal with the cable and stuff. It's like I wish they would do that because I would totally get like the Stars app.
Yeah.
Just so I could watch the Stars games. I would totally do that. $10 a month, I'd pay that.
I'd pay it.
Yeah.
I'd pay it just to be able to tune in whenever I wanted, watch it.
And I don't need all the other extra stuff. I don't need the Fox Sports Southwest stuff or Bally's stuff.
Or fixing to have to do that with F1.
Like a la carte for all your sports. Just whatever you pick, you get the app.
I just want the teams that I want to watch.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a sports guy, so I don't have to watch all the teams. I just want certain teams.
If I could get Sky Sports.
Not even water sports?
I would love that. Like polo?
You're talking dirty or?
Like water polo? Diving?
Like fishing. I like to watch fishing.
Relay?
Water sports, boys.
That joke was brought to you by?
That's going to go on my stand-up for sure.
Well,
Jeffrey Lord, thanks for coming over, man, and being on the show and talking about
the Rangers
experience with us.
Is there anything you want to plug?
You got anything interesting to talk about?
Oh, we do. But I just thought we'd end the show here at 13 minutes, start another one.
Let's do a show every 10 minutes for the next hour and a half.
We take a 2-minute break, then we come back and we do another 10-minute show.
Hey, it'd probably work out because we'd be under 45 minutes.
Dude, if
people would listen to all our shows.
We could do 20 shows in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
And then you could just release a show once a week for the next 20 weeks.
Yeah.
10 minutes at a time.
But
we need to come up with a concept, and then we can do that. We could just come in here and do some kind of weird concept that captures like role playing or something. guys.
For hours.
For hours.
For hours.
But yeah, then do like 20 of them and then take
pieces. Yeah.
But then I couldn't. But then I couldn't keep you up to date with. Well,
that's the thing.
Topical things.
That's
like
the thing.
The new Van Halen.
Topical. Right. Couldn't be topical.
The new Van Halen news that came out today.
Yeah, it can't be topical.
See?
You'd have to cut the topics out. It'd have to be fiction or nonfiction. Yeah, fiction.
I see. I put these show notes in last week. I started them last week.
Look at them.
And even at the top, it says election night because this was when we were supposed to do this show. Was last Tuesday's election night. Did you vote?
That's old news now. No, I meant to. I should have, but I didn't.
Things couldn't have changed.
You
could have
commie.
changed. I don't know. Everything pretty much went the way it should have. I think, as far as the state election went.
The Texas Parks got their money, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah. I don't understand
how property
how
taxes went down too, didn't they?
Yeah. I don't understand how 500,000 voted against that state park thing.
The angle? I don't either.
I don't get it.
What is the angle?
There is no angle.
Like, why would you not want to give money to help out the state parks?
Instead of the state keeping
yeah
the gift money that's given towards the state parks, the state parks get it direct into their own account, basically.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Did people just?
I don't even know who
is it. Was it old people?
Is it something that was on the party lines?
Yeah, the government's spending more money. I don't.
Was it on party lines? Like, or
there
was
was
it just mixed?
no,
People just didn't give a shit about it.
There was nothing against it. There was no against it. It was just, here you go.
There was no opposition.
Yeah, no opposition.
There's some people just don't want new stuff. They're just like, nah. Well, I mean, because you don't trust.
I'd rather not have.
Well, I mean, because everything is supposed to be, you know.
I hate nature.
I hate water.
It's just that okay.
Fuck snakes.
Let's say
damn trees.
Here we're gonna vote for the Clean Water Act, and then you find out that all the Clean Water Act is like letting
2 sentences of the whole thing.
Well, and it lets the corporations just dump whatever they want to in the water. It's not actually a Clean Water Act. They just say that so you'll vote yes for it. And so after a while, people are like, whenever good things actually come along, they're like, yeah, I don't think so. I don't believe you. Yeah, it's for the parks. I'm sure it's for the parks. It's going into your wallets. And they just like, they're just cynics. Maybe that's what it is.
I hate trails.
Yeah. You might be onto something. I could see some libertarian or like hardcore conservative or someone totally on the left who say, I don't believe that you guys take care of our money and put it to useful resources. You're just fucking pocket.
Dear stupid.
Yeah. You're probably right. Should be a political commentator, Jeffrey.
I hate Native Americans.
Thomas.
Okay.
Time code. Get the time code on that one.
I don't want to uphold their heritage.
Well, we were talking about the Rangers, man.
I don't think the Texas Rangers were very fond of the Native Americans either.
So, did you hear all the conspiracy stuff around the? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Remember a couple of years ago, the Texas Rangers had opposition to change their name.
Probably. I mean, look.
Yeah, I think that was the summer of love.
Everything is a sketchy history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's all, and even now, when we look back, it's going to be like, oh yeah, they did good things, but there was still crooked people doing bad things.
There's always bad people doing good
things.
Was
that after the Redskins made their change to the Commanders?
It was right around there.
It was.
It was once they got that passed through, then they kind of went after other teams. Because what is the Cleveland Guardians?
That's so stupid.
Yeah, it's just. I say we erase all Native American history from our sports. They were no part of our country or anything.
Man. Thomas, did you get that one?
I mean, that's what we're doing. That's what's happening.
Keep your finger on the button, Thomas.
I remember, what's his name? The Cleveland Chief guy.
Well, I mean, I guess you could say it's like the Indians.
That guy's not cool.
Guy.
The Indians didn't consider themselves.
The big mascot thing. I can't
Chief
think
Wahoo.
Yeah, Chief Wahoo. Get rid of that. That's kind of
because it was a cartoon.
Questionable.
It's very weird. It's kind of racist or whatever.
Yeah.
But like Indians, Native Americans don't consider themselves Indians because they're not from India. Mm-hmm. So you could say being the Indians is kind of offensive to them or whatever. Mm-hmm. And the Redskins is obviously, I mean, you can't be the Yellowskins or the Blackskins. I mean, but the Braves, there's nothing wrong with the Braves because the Braves. That's a positive,
right,
or whatever. I mean, you can go with warriors. Indians are warriors too. I mean, there's Indian terms that you can use, or Native American terms that you can use that aren't redskin, or whatever.
The Seminoles,
but I don't like the Commanders.
Stupid.
and I don't like the Guardians. The Guardians, it just seems like they're like, how do we keep it close to the Indians? Guardians, Indians.
When it says Guardians, I go Marvel.
You guys remember when
Guardians of the Galaxy.
The Washington basketball team used to be the Washington Bullets?
Yeah.
Then they became the Wizards.
Yeah,
yeah.
They had to
because there was so much violence in Washington.
Right around the time The Wire came out, they're like,
and
okay,
still,
we gotta change
it's still
this.
a way cooler name. The Bullets is way cooler.
Yeah, man.
But the Bullets could be 4 aces.
They also changed
the Bullets could be those popsicles, the
red, white, and blue ones,
the
Rocket Pop.
Could be Bullets.
But now we don't have the Red River Shootout no more.
We don't.
It's the Red River Rivalry.
And they should have changed that in the 80s because the West End turned into the shootout.
Violence, shooting, and stuff.
Yeah, it's no longer called the Red River Shootout. It's called the Red River Rivalry.
And it's in the heart of Oak Cliff.
When did they change that?
Oh, it was a few years ago.
Where MLK Boulevard dead ends, right into the stadium. You know what happens on MLK Boulevard?
JFK.
Blown away. Anyway.
But it is weird. We had all kinds of Western law that wasn't really
There's
law.
some
You know what I
stuff.
mean? It's like we did some stuff that was just people didn't have rights,
dude.
I was or whatever. It's just
I was watching Silverado.
That's how the West was.
I was watching Silverado the other day because it's on Netflix right now, and that was like what in the 80s.
I don't think I've ever seen
Kevin Costner's like first Western one.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen it.
I don't think I have
honestly.
either.
Dude, y'all got to see that. It's a classic. But anyway,
is that the one where
there's
goes
things that
Tontonka?
they do and say and stuff, and I'm like, no way this gets released right now like this. Not at all.
There's a lot of things you can't.
Yeah,
I know, but we say that every few years about all kinds of stuff, you know. Yet they still keep releasing things that are shocking.
The world used to be a lot funnier, guys.
That's my point. That was my point.
It used to be a lot funnier.
I think things were a lot funnier back in the day.
Back when you had police academies and Revenge of the Nerds and Airplane and
and when what's her name fell into the pool in Police Academy, and everybody's looking forward to her getting out of that pool. And
hilarious times.
Yeah, that was awesome. Not anymore, man. Not anymore.
Hilarious.
Just effing hilarious.
Not anymore. Close Encounters was
hours
funny.
of laughter.
I don't know, man. I think things are still pretty funny.
Yeah, they are.
There's still plenty of funny movies out there.
They're not Tropic Thunder funny.
Some of the stuff that's out there that like I always rip millennials and stuff like, oh, y'all fucked everything up. But honestly, they like memes and the stuff like this influencer stuff and some of the dumb shit you see on there, you're like, that's fucking good.
Yeah.
That's good stuff right there. So, millennials, I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm too rough on you. And I'd like for you to know that there are things that I still value about your piece of shit fucking decade.
That was brought to you by
Old Man Stubbs.
Old Man Stubbs. You have here so many shows, so many. What does that mean?
What?
Oh, no, I put that in there.
You went to so many shows. You went to Flaming Lips.
Oh, I did go to that.
Went to Dusu a couple days ago.
Went to Queen.
Went to Queen.
And that was the day after the Rangers won.
Uh-huh.
So there was the big
We Are the Champions.
We Are the Champions with Brian May and the Rangers jersey.
That really is cool to have Queen play the next day.
Yeah.
Right after a World Series, and he comes out wearing a Rangers jersey, and they're singing that song, which is sung at every stadium. Every kid knows it. Whenever you win, you're like, "We are the," everybody.
Dirk sang it.
Everybody does it. It's iconic. It's a meme in itself or whatever. But to be, you were there. I think that has to be like really cool.
You guys like that?
The next night, on night 2, because Queen played 2 nights at AAC.
Not Queen.
The next night was the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders came out, which they did the last time they were in town.
How'd they play?
They were terrible.
They do any covers?
These new younger cheerleaders have no idea how to play guitar.
Yeah, all their instruments were out of tune.
Yeah, it was awful.
Like, what's a drop D? I don't get it.
So the first night I think was
what a
way
terrible
better.
job. What do you do? I got to tune the guitars for the
cheerleaders.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
So from there went to Skinny Puppy, which was high on my radar.
Huh.
Because I've loved that band forever.
Sure. I didn't know they were touring still.
This was it.
Yeah.
The final tour. 40 years, their career, and those two are calling it quits because, well,
Been doing it for 40 years.
Yeah, and that's the kind of band that will actually die.
Is it just a couple of guys with like laptops and keyboards, or like what's their setup like when you're watching it?
There's a live band with them.
There's a live band with drums and
they have a touring band with them, guitars,
bass player, and all that stuff.
But Kevin Key sits up in the. He's got this big rack that's got full of keyboards and samplers and stuff that he's banging around on. He's moving around and doing stuff, and then Ogre's running around. Like he just keeps pulling off masks every couple of songs.
He's wearing more than one mask?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dude. And I don't know how he does it. I do not understand how he does it, but every time I've seen him, it's been that way. But they'd had little bits from their previous tours. Like the first time I saw him was the Last Rites tour at Bronco Bowl, and they had a big tree with baby, like weird alien babies hanging from it, from umbilical cords that were moving and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd come by and hit them and whack them out of the tree and stuff. And they had one of those on stage on this little stand. They brought it out, and then they brought a monkey that was like a monkey's head, because they're all about animal rights and everything.
That's their shtick.
Cool. That's their shtick. But every song was theatrical. So it was like, all right, this is really cool. I love how theatrical it is. And then the next night, you go to Flaming Lips, where they are just fucking over the top. And I haven't seen them in 20 years.
No, and if I was going to go to a show, I would go to Yoshimi Battles of Pink Robots, because that's my favorite album. I don't know if it's their best one or not. There's a couple.
That's the one I know the best.
But man, that's such a great album. It's so good.
Yeah,
it's so good.
And they played that front to back, and it was fantastic. So over the top, though.
He comes out in the big ball.
No.
Oh, he didn't come out in the big ball?
I've seen him come out in the big ball.
I've seen him in the big ball, too. But this was like every prop they have ever owned they had there.
Just went all out.
And there was...
That'd be cool.
Beach balls and all that.
There was probably 4 to 5 inches of confetti on the floor when it was all said and done. I'm still pulling confetti out of stuff, out of my camera bag, out of my hoodie, out of I was just like, what the
time out.
Yeah.
This is funny. Do you remember when you had this great idea that we were gonna do some big CD release or something, or video shoot or something at Broncos, and we were gonna get the big confetti cannons and just trash the whole place?
Those big giant concert ones, just have them set up there.
We should still do that.
We probably should. Even just the one shots would be enough to aggravate the bar. And just be like, oh, really?
Like stadiums.
Really?
Yeah.
But there was so much confetti. Every song was a different color. So they did confetti probably every other song. And it was 2 sets. They played 2 sets that night. They played the entire album as one set. Mm-hmm. And the second set was just a mix of
their stuff.
All their stuff. And it was so deep in confetti. But balloons everywhere, giant balloons full of confetti that people would pop, and little explosions of confetti here and there. It was just so over the top, but it was great. We had some friends there that told us that they were stacking really hard. And I was like, midway through the show, I was like, there's no fucking way I could even think about that. I would be on the ground crying. What is going on? Oh my God.
I don't need any fluorescent waterfall tonight, guys.
There were lasers. It was fantastic. And it was one of those shows. I messaged you and Jeremy. I said, this is Tool / Pussifer-esque as how awesome and over the top this is. It's so cool. Good.
They've always been showmen.
Yeah,
they have. But I haven't seen them since their club day, or when they were a regional band playing trees. And
last time I saw them was at Starplex, and it was on a side stage of some either festival or some kind of show that had several bands, on the main stage and had another stage. That was the last time I saw them.
Was it
cold?
Was it
cold?
Was it North 35?
I don't remember.
I think that's the last festival I saw them at was in 35. Back when it was North by 35 or 35 Denton, whatever the hell you want to call it.
I don't think it was that, but it might have been.
I can't find this picture of this damn confetti. I was wanted to show y'all how deep it was. But it was great. It was over the top. It was awesome. And then the Friday, the next night, went and saw Periphery at Tana Hills with Chris. And man, they put on a freaking great show. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Golly. So much confetti on there. I don't know if it's just like you can't see really.
If I was the sweeper,
like,
man,
I was gonna say the janitors or whatever.
I would call in sick. I'd be like, man, I got a stomach cramp.
Yeah.
I gotta
you
go
need
home.
you need to have the blowers.
Yeah.
Just blow it into a big pile and then.
Although
set it
I was
on
wondering,
fire.
like, if you have that much confetti, it's maybe easier to pick up because you're just shoveling it up, right?
Yeah, true.
I said light it all on fire. It's like flash
burn the
paper,
whole
like,
music.
Pull a Great White, huh?
Oh yeah.
It's all thin paper. It'd be like.
But you're right. It would totally turn into Great White. Once bitten, twice shy.
I shouldn't joke about that, man. That was such a sad thing. You've made me so evil.
Shocking. Well, I
You
have
made me so evil,
You have
dude.
made me
I used to
evil.
be a nice guy.
You made me so jaded on
I used to be-
everything in life.
you have blackened my heart, man.
You have made me not care about human life anymore. Like,
dude. Yeah. What else did you do?
Periphery was cool. Over the Top also.
I want to see them live.
This was a cool tour because it was like
This is a cool venue to see them too.
No.
They were. This is Flaming Lips. I'm showing y'all, but that's how out of control it is.
Yeah.
But and that's just a taste.
Just a little taste.
Periphery. This tour.
Taste.
Every city they've been doing 2 nights.
Yes.
And here, instead of doing it 2 nights at the same venue, they did one at Echo and one at Tana Hills.
Yeah.
And you could buy a ticket for both nights, a 2-night ticket.
2-day Periphery pass.
Because it's 2 different sets. And it turned into like storytellers. Like they'd play a couple of songs and then they'd say like, in the writing process of this, or this song meant this to me.
How
or
I Met Your Mother.
Or
that type of shit.
Or like this song was about when my sister died and I wrote it, was in this depression, and or I did this one. This one's about such and such, and when they were going through, their drug phase and blah blah blah. It was really really cool. And like the drummer's the new guy. He's like, these are the bands.
Just play the music.
But
stories.
Tana Hills,
yeah,
with a real metal band in there,
yeah.
Fucking sounded fantastic.
Yeah.
Now I've got something. I got a crazy story about this. I'm up on the balcony in the VIP area, shooting some pictures down at the stage, and just past the VIP area, it's like a horseshoe, like the old Deep Ellum Live was. And I'm up on this horseshoe, and if you bypass where I'm standing, I'm on this corner shooting down at the stage. And if you bypass this corner, it's a hallway that leads to a private bar in the back. That's Tim Love's Bar. And there's all these older people that look like oil barons coming in and out all night. Like, kind of seeing what's going on. And as soon as the music's in, they're like, oh, we're out. They'll come out between a song or something. Like these fancy old ladies, all dressed up and stuff. Yeah.
Did you ask them if they were oil barons?
They just look like
money, old money.
They look like T. Boone Pickens or Jerry Jones, walking around there with. We're cowboys that just got off the oil
and accidentally went and saw
Periphery. No, a lot of people go up there and eat dinner, and then they hang out at the private bar in the back.
Gotcha.
Well, they're playing a song, and I look over and I see this guy coming. He's got this big duster on. He's got a scarf wrapped around his neck. He's got a flat bill cowboy hat with this giant, huge peacock feather coming out the side.
Sounds badass.
And he
dressed like that.
He's kind of strutting up, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this guy looks like he's like a trail pimp. Like he just got off the trail with the guys, but he was their pimp that was picking up women when they were in town or whatever, like a trail boss pimp or whatever. And I look up, and I kind of look at him a minute, and he comes out, and he's on his phone, and he looks around the room, Then he texts a little bit. Then he looks around the room a little bit more. And he texts a little bit. And finally the light hits him right, and I see his face, and it's Tim Love.
Oh, really?
And he's standing right next to me while I lean over to Chris, and I'm like, hey, this Tim Love standing next to me. And he's like, he said some things about the way he was dressed that were pretty colorful. And some language, some locker room language. And I laughed and just went back to shooting. Well, as Tim Love goes to leave, Chris leans back and goes, hey, Tim, buddy, and fist bumps him and everything. And you should have seen the look on Tim's face.
Question mark?
That and like, I don't want to be bothered by you, peasant.
Why are you talking to me?
Oh,
that listens to metal.
Nose up to him.
Yeah, it was very...
You greasy son.
I would have leaned over and been like, dude, hey, my friend Susie loves you. You should meet her. She thinks you're the greatest.
Well, one of the shows we covered there, the Flicker Stick show, he kept walking back and forth, and I kept trying to like push her into him.
Why does she like him?
No, not at all.
Ask her. She's
Not
in
even.
the chat room.
Hey Susie, do you
him.
like Chef Shrimp?
Not
I mean,
even-
what's
not
his
even a
name?
little.
Tim Love?
Tim Love.
I think she has a poster of him
Chef-
on her closet door.
So he doesn't go by Chef Love. Does he go by Chef
It's like
Love?
a shirtless picture of him.
Does he go by Chef Love?
I thought he was laying on
That's
a.
what they tell him.
I thought he was laying on a bearskin rug like Burt Reynolds.
That's it. Yeah,
Dude,
he's got that picture. He's
I want
like,
that above my freaking my fireplace. A
Come to
picture of
Love
me.
Shack.
No,
Love Shack.
I want a picture of me. Just as you come into
Yeah.
my home, and you know how I have that big fireplace.
And it's just you.
It's just big old picture of me and Burt Reynolds photography,
So here's what we do.
greeting everyone.
Whenever you decide to have your housewarming party that you've been talking about for
That's
a year,
awesome.
we take the
Invitations.
picture, we get it printed, you hang it up there just for the party and see what
Deal.
people say.
Deal.
And then run a camera just so you can
Yeah.
see people's reactions as they walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I should
You can
do
film them all.
is
Yeah,
like,
we'll put a camera behind the. Yeah.
Yes, as people walk in, they're like, "Oh my
I tell
god!"
you what,
looking at it.
and I'll tell
Everybody's
Mandy
uncomfortable.
that I've made some upgrade. I'm like, man, you're not gonna believe this upgrade I made. I'm gonna surprise you, and bring her in, and it's just like
The
her
figure.
Yeah, we've taken down Big Ben, and we're putting up me with pubes.
It'd be
I'll
awesome.
have to start growing my pubes back, and then like we'll have to do this photo shoot farther and a little later on.
Okay.
Doesn't he have his leg up?
He's kind of going like
He's
this.
sideways
'Cause
with,
you can't
with one of his
see-
leg
you can't-
up. He's got his hand down. He's just kind of.
'Cause I don't think he can see his pubes.
You see something? I got in trouble for that picture on Facebook.
Yep.
Posting that when he died.
Yep.
Facebook threw me in Facebook jail.
I just got out of Facebook jail.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought I was going to last week because of
It was
your
'cause of my
post.
Instagram post. Do
y-
what?
Your post and some militant lady coming after me.
Oh yeah. Did you get the boot for that?
No. I thought I was.
You like how I just laid the fuck out?
Yeah. Because she thought you were serious.
Oh yeah.
She has no idea.
Yeah,
and
she
you don't
didn't
even
have
know
an
who
idea.
she is.
I don't know. I assume that it's a Las Colinas story. Is what I assume.
No, one night stand. Type
No.
thing
Jeez. No, man.
that you
No.
just don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember, I don't know who she is. Like it's one of those people that I probably
Met at Gators, went to the parking lot, was done, came back to Gators.
right.
One of those things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Walked around, thought about,
High five the
jumping
air,
into a lake. That's Las Colinas Lake, drowning myself
hoping there was a gator in there.
head first in hopes to break my neck so I could.
Walked
Well,
by.
it's not gonna end any. There's no way
no.
to end that well.
Look
Look at that! I backed myself into a podcast corner.
Yeah. Walked by the studio of the late Kid Craddock. Looked in.
Yeah. You didn't even get a warning.
No, she just came out firing.
Man, that escalated fast with her.
She escalated it fast. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
I think she was taking us a little too serious for sure.
Yeah, I was like, the whole time I'm just kind of fucking with her. I was like, did she not get that you
Yeah.
were being a complete smartass about wearing your mask at the Ranger Parade?
But you did make a smart ass comment though. That was fucking. It was genius and it was awesome. It was funny.
And
But
I
that
didn't
was
choose a
smart-
side.
That was smart ass as fuck what you did though.
That I thought it was a Israeli-Palestinian protest of some sort.
and we're not supposed to laugh.
No, I think that's where she got mad.
That is where she got mad.
That's when she got mad,
Awesome.
and the laughter she didn't like, which I can understand. Like a lot of Jewish people have family that's over there, and so I could see where it would strike a nerve. That's probably where I should have jumped in and been like, you know what, both of you guys, y'all kiss and make up.
Then I would have posted your Christmas picture that says Happy Hanukkah from
with Loki.
And your headless mustache. I'd have been like, this is the guy that made the original post. Why aren't you giving him any shit?
Yeah.
That would have gone over real well. Man, this is the greatest. That's the greatest Christmas card that's ever been.
How many times have you sent that out?
I think that's been taken off the internet now because of the woke
it
days.
pops up every year.
How?
Oh.
How does that not trip algorithms saying that we're freaking
Facebook
extremists?
There's two of them too, because one of them you're with George Michael and Ronnie James Dio.
You know, it was funny the other day. Someone was saying, "I don't see how some of the things that y'all have said you've gotten away with," and I started thinking, and I was like, "It's because that I guarantee you, people have reported us." And people have listened, and they've already been like, "Oh, those fucking idiots!" Like they've already.
Well, they have 10 years to dismiss us.
Yeah, and they're like
almost 11.
I think they know that once they listen to us, that we're not highbrow. We're not trying to brainwash people here.
Look, y'all can all get aggravated. We've already pissed off the biggest
church
people that have ever scared me, and that's the Westboro Baptist Church.
I think
I don't care about anybody else that gets mad at us anymore.
Honestly, I think we pissed off every type of religion now too. Like the Jewish one, that was it. That was the last one, and we pissed them off because of you being a smart ass.
Well, did you see
like I said, my soul is so black because of you.
I have no feelings because of you.
Jeff,
you're here to be a mediator.
Yeah.
So, since we're going to talk just real fast, the Israel-Palestine thing, did you see, we're not going to talk about the conflict, but did you see
notes.
The World Cup qualifier? They were supposed to play each other on Thursday. Yeah, it was lined up to where they were supposed the
said no.
FIFA came in and said, no, we're going to rearrange this. This can't happen.
That's probably a good idea.
It's probably
you think so?
It's probably for the best, yeah.
God.
Even though the ratings, some people were sitting there going, dude, think about it.
You know all the F1 like reels and stuff we get that are everybody's freaking about this Vegas race? Well, there's a bunch of FIFA ones that were freaking out about this soccer game going, I can't believe this is going to happen. They're still going to have it, and they got it all rearranged.
Did you see the F1 meme of the fat drivers?
Yeah. That's pretty awesome. It's like, hey, they're my weight now.
Yeah, it looks like that's what I was going to say. I was about to send it to you and be like, hey, look, we can race.
I want to get in that Formula One race here in a little bit. But let's get to the meat. Jeff.
Well, you didn't talk about Dusu.
Oh, yeah. I went to Dusu on Saturday. That was a good show. You showed up.
I did show
What'd
up.
you think?
I loved it.
Sounded great, didn't it?
Yeah. Fucking tight. So was Soviet space, man.
Yeah.
Freaking George.
That was a good night.
He didn't play around on the drums, dude.
No.
I don't think I heard him hit outside of, you know how you can see when drummers hit directly in the same spot? I think he's like, I don't think I heard him get off of any of those spots on his drums.
He's a marksman with the sticks.
He's a marksman with the sticks, like a fucking samurai.
If you could put paint on the edge of the sticks at the end of the show, you'd look at the drum head and they'd just be in a nice tight cluster. Yeah. No,
in his timing too. Like the whole man, you realize when you see someone that's won awards and stuff and been nominated for awards like his whole life and stuff. Like that's why.
Yeah,
it's because he's a cool guy. He's funny. Like I like when
metronome.
I love when he does his stuff over at the Freak, but he's fucking a badass drummer, and people forget that.
He was Ringo Starr's drummer.
Yeah. That's weird.
He played drums for a Beatle.
He played Ben Harper too, didn't he?
Yeah.
He played drums for a couple of songs for Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
So,
and he's a bad mofo, man. And the thing I love about every project he's into is every single one. It looks like the whole band all the time is having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Like he enjoys playing music and will never stop.
Well, that's the first
Soviet. I love when I see that
space show in 20 years.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what he said.
It's freaking crazy.
It's good stuff.
It was good, and it gave me a flashback.
Oh yeah,
to, those time, the Poppins days of DFW and all that sound.
No, my flashbacks came after with Casey.
Oh yeah,
that's like going back in time.
Every time see Ducey, you're just like yes,
like oh man, I remember this.
It just feels
so
good.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah,
that's when our music scene was
the good 1-ton days.
Out of control, man. There were so many badass bands. You know what it made me want to see? Because I missed them last time they got together. Baboon. That's made me want to see them now. And I think last time they played, you're like, you better come out because I'm not going to do it again. And I was like, yeah, sure. Like everybody plays a few shows after they come out after a while.
I want to see a Hagfish show. I want to see
that'd be cool.
I need another Hagfish show. I've had my Brutal Juice run, and they released an album. That was good. I need a Hagfish show now. Speaking of local bands,
we going to do it now?
We're going into it. The Fort Worth Weekly has the ballot up for this year's music awards, and we had a hand in putting this together. So I guess if anybody's out there is angry about the way these, which I haven't heard a damn thing, anybody being upset or angry about these nominations. Are you?
Yeah, I'm pissed.
There's no
Stink Flamingo.
What was it?
Daft Pistols.
Daft Pistols isn't in here under hip hop.
Offended.
So I think I talked about this in the last show. We all got invited to hang out with the Weekly over at Movie Frio as they built out the ballot, and we threw out our ideas and different categories and nominations.
They already had a list, and we just kind of added to what they already had. Then they took the big long list to the editor
and narrowed it down.
And then he went through and
which I wanted a couple things on here, but I think they needed they needed to divide some of the bands up because of pop wasn't really in there, and the one I really fought for was the music video one.
Yeah,
because I fought to get that on the ballot several years ago, and it got on there. But I mean, there's a lot of people that put out good music videos this year, and they spend time and energy on them, and that's a huge promotion thing. Yeah, and money. But that got put on there, and I'm glad to see that it didn't get cut. And then the producers got put on here, and the dividing the venues up, because they did divide them after we questioned it about the music club versus a big time venue. Which ones matter? But I think the pop over the punk and there was something else, wasn't there? We threw in there. We asked them to put in clarify, but I don't know. We may come across it, but just thought we'd run through here and just knock a couple things out. Some of the big ones like album.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Cuss Words by the Nancys, which I haven't listened to yet.
Which I know, and I was kind of. It's like I don't have a lot of negative things to say about it, but if I had to try to find something, I'd be like, I don't know why that. I mean, they're so new, and that album is so fresh that I've listened to like a song off of it, and it's good, but it's just all the players in it was like, are awesome, and so it's just its reputation is why that's in there, and so I don't know. It's like I would have been okay if that wasn't in there. Because it just came out and it's on there just for reputation only, in my opinion. Not that it's not good; it could be great. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet either. And I don't know that how many people could have. But
Doppelganger by Broke String Burnett. I Can Dream You by Matt Tedder. Good record.
It's a great record.
Seasons by Abraham Alexander. got stuck there for a minute. Sing Along by Denver Williams and the Gas Money. Fantastic. Summer Suite by Dave Cave.
It's all instrumental.
Good.
Nick's nephew.
Is it? I don't know anything about Dave Cave.
Nick Cave.
What I'm trying to do on my if I release a podcast this week, it's going to be songs from this list, and it's like songs and bands that I don't know anything about or whatever. And so out of this group, I picked Dave Cave because I don't know who Dave Cave is or what he does.
He came on our show and promoted it. He's
I don't remember that.
He's the guitarist from God dang it.
I thought he was a keyboard player.
Plum Boys. He's a guitar player from Plum Boys.
It seems like this album is instrumental and it's a lot of keyboards.
It is. There's a couple of words here and there, but yeah.
Okay.
It's
just 4 tracks.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make sure they were listening to the same thing.
Yep.
Because like I said, I don't know a whole lot about it, so I didn't want to make sure I didn't get the wrong guy.
And it's very summery. The
album cover is real bright, pinks and stuff.
Mm-hmm. But Watch Me Burn by the Traumatics.
Which is great.
Yep.
No, every single one of them on there is great. I just didn't know the Dave Cave album. It was the only one on there that I hadn't heard and hadn't recognized.
That's what it was. The Avant-Garde Experimental wasn't on the original ballot.
Oh, okay.
And because of Gosagi, Genie, the Go-Gorillas, Black Carrot.
It's Jen and I.
You say Black Carrot?
Yeah.
I think that's what is that how you say it?
Carrot?
No, it's because it's capital BLK, capital BLK, and then a lowercase r, and then a capital KRT. So, and I'm always like Blacker Carrot. But you're not saying the R, you're just saying Black Carrot.
Yeah, Black Carrot.
Black Carrot. I wouldn't eat one.
It means they're rotten.
Yeah.
Liquid Sound Company and the Rage Out Orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go through individuals?
No, as a matter of fact, on the songs that I pulled from, I didn't do the best bass player, best guitar player, best drummer, vocals, none of that stuff. It was just band.
They pretty much had that taken care of.
The best blues, best country, all that stuff. The avant-garde, the rap, the R&B, pop, all that stuff is what I did.
Blues, Aurora Blue, Dr. Wu's Texas Blues Project, Frenchie's Blues Destroyers, Michael Lee, the Love Shack Band. Is that Tim Love's band?
Probably.
His house band at Love Shack. Matt Tedder and Texas Scratch.
Yeah.
And then Country Band, Chasing Texas, Corey Cross Band, Holy Moly, Jesse Jennings Band, Squeezebox Bandits, Seth Ward and the Silence, and Summer Dean. Now, the one we wanted on there is not on there.
What, the Chasing Snakes?
Oh, Convoy.
Convoy's not on there.
Oh, damn.
I think there's a few bands that we wanted on there that aren't on there. In one, it's editor's choice at the end of the day. The person goes to that, and also,
and then you can't get too crazy. You can't have a whole.
I know, and I don't know. It depends on how they're listed themselves. Because if they go to their whichever website they go to, and they put themselves down as Dallas or Denton, then
that's true.
Then they don't pick them.
Did you want something to drink, sir?
No, I'm okay for now.
Sure?
Okay, so.
But country, I can tell you, most of those bands on there, like Corey Cross and Jennings and a lot of that is very country. Like, not the kind of country that I typically like. It's more like the country that you hear on the radio.
But you like the Holy Moly country.
Yeah. Or I like the Holy Moly country or Summer Dean even.
Summer Dean, yeah.
So it just depends. But there is some. It's good, and I'm not saying anything about it. But it's that real. It's real country.
Can Summer Dean sell sausage?
Maybe
at the shows. That'd be great.
You don't think it's a trademark thing?
I don't know.
They get in trouble.
But that's every time I hear that name.
I'm gonna start one called Eckerd.
I always think of Summer Breeze.
Eckerd sausages.
Ooh, Summer Breeze. Typo negative or
Summer's Eve?
Crofts and Seals.
I was thinking Summer Breeze.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Typo negative covered it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the beginning of that? I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yes.
Well, yeah. When it came out a million years ago.
When it starts off and the cars zooming down
is that song's playing?
That's Summer Breeze. That's the Typo negative version playing. Okay.
You like that?
DJs. And these are DJs as an artist.
And I don't know anything about any of these guys. I have no opinions on any of them. I don't know a single one.
Well,
one of them you do probably.
One of them you should. Alchemist, CV Fields, DJ Database, DJ Doggy Style, DJ Soft Cherry, DJ Yo Jimbo.
Was that Jim Valley?
That's Jim Valley.
He used to be something else.
Yeah. And Reckless One.
Jim's got to win it. We gotta get him up there.
Yeah, so we can celebrate.
Yeah.
Make him do a keg stand. Oh, these aren't the Observer Awards that they used to. Folk art. Folkert. Apook the Destroyer.
Yeah.
That's considered folk.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it is.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Jack Barksdale.
I'm waiting to see if they put Richard on this.
It's like some of these things could be any
Hennessy?
things.
On folk?
No, that's not folk.
Oh.
Haven't they done that?
No.
Jacob Fur Band.
Haven't they done that before?
I think that's why we were told to be there, to make sure they didn't do it again.
Richard called you?
No.
No, the Forward Weekly.
Oh, the Forward Weekly.
Because we always go online and go, why is this person in folk? Why is this person?
Yeah,
this
this
isn't
person should
metal.
be there.
This isn't whatever.
That's why I
Yeah, Jacob Fur. That's a great album, and he's a great,
Yeah.
I never know how to classify those guys. Cameron Smith, Jacob Fur, even like Matt Tedder. They got him under blues. He could be blues. He could also be country. He could also be folk. I mean, all these guys they all kind of go in and out of any of that stuff.
Monks of Symbiosis. The Shameless Boohoos. Which I just want to listen to both those bands now. I haven't yet.
The Monks of Symbiosis is the Daniel Katsuk thing.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, so it's going to be more of that, I think, mystical kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which I don't think of being as folk, but I don't know what else it would be. I mean, folk is going to be probably about as good as anything that you would put it under, but it's probably like more mystical, spiritual, hippie kind of music.
Yeah, okay.
It's kind of folky as well.
Simon Flory and Tips and Obermiller.
Which I know them. And yeah, they're pretty folky.
Yeah, they're pretty folky. I put that on there. Hip hop. Now this one here, I think this is the most loaded category there is. This is all bangers. 88 Killa.
Right.
Ernie.
Yep, it's Ernie.
But I mean, thus that know him in the streets, Ernie.
Yeah, but if you look him up on Spotify, you got to type in.
You got to put it's
Rich in the Hills, dude.
Joe. J-O-E.
J-O-E.
J-Boy.
J-Boy.
Lou Charles. Sage Mode Rex, or as us on the streets just call him Rex.
He's on my shirt.
There you go.
Yeah. Boom. Like that shirt.
And Todd Farrow.
I don't know Todd. That's the one I don't know.
That's the only one I don't know. Everybody else, I know.
Hey, I gotta tell you something when we're done with the show, buddy.
Okay, you remind me of that.
Yeah, put it in the show note. You know what? I'll do it.
You can do it.
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna win that one. That one.
Yeah,
that one's heavy, man. Yeah. All those guys have put out badass shit this year, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. If I had to bet money, I don't try to think who the most popular or who might be, who has the biggest fan base that might vote. I mean, J-O-E seems to be really big, but Lou Charles also
the hell?
It seems to be really big. I mean, I don't know.
I'd tell you who I voted for, but Rex I don't want to start a whole.
Rex won a couple of years ago.
East Fort Worth, West Fort Worth rivalry.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
It should be a thing. East Side.
Okay, metal band. Iron Jaw.
So is that your neighbor?
That's the neighbor.
That's the neighbor.
There. They were just jamming earlier. Did you hear them when they came in? Were they done?
Yeah, I guess so. But that's one of the songs that I want to play on the show. Is one of their songs. I forget which one it was, but yeah, it's the song that I played. It's great. It's
you want to play that on this show?
No, I'm trying to play a bunch of songs from the categories.
On your next show?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
There was someone that raised hell with them because they were at one of the award show and were handing out stickers, and it's someone we're pretty close to. I won't say their name, just not to embarrass them, but they saw the sticker and were like, Iron Jew? What is this? And they thought it was some hate group there handing out stuff. Anyway.
Remember when Apache's freaking band got accused of that stuff?
Which one is the band that was at the Weekly Awards that had the kind of like weird S's in their name?
War Beast.
That was kind of SS-y looking. You don't remember a few years ago?
Oh no, yeah.
Was it War Beast? I don't remember.
No, War.
Yeah.
Were they at the Fort Worth Awards?
Yeah.
Remember?
But their sign, remember, and I think like Zach and they were like, that's like Nazi S's or whatever.
Yeah, everybody was emotional because it was after Corbin, wasn't it? Bruce Corbin.
Somebody had passed.
I think he had passed away recently,
they had played,
and they came up and played for the whatever we were up there
some
for.
of the stuff. Yeah. I think that's right. Okay, so Iron Jaw, Life of Scars, One-Eyed Monsters. That's a dick reference, right?
Okay, so hold on. Is One-Eyed Monster in the heavy metal?
Uh-huh.
That's strange.
Yeah, I
didn't realize that they were in there. Yeah, that's more of it's hard rock.
Yeah.
Blues rock or whatever.
Ox Combine, Since My Beloved, Stone Machine Electric, and Within Chaos.
Ox Combine and I think Stone Machine Electric are getting ready to play a show together here real soon.
They are.
Cicada? Is that what it is?
We were supposed to play one with them at Growl.
Yeah?
Yeah. We couldn't because we have people out of town.
That's good, though. Stone Machine Electric, they're real good. I think Ox Combine, I think it's really good.
But there's a show coming up with us on the bill with them. And Ox Combine will be in the studio here in a couple weeks. Hanging out. So yeah, I don't know on this one. It depends on, I don't know how many people still listen to Within Chaos or follow them or what their presence is, but Iron Jaw, their shows, they get people out there. It's that older Hesher crowd, but they come and they see them and they've got connections, and they all, half the band was Warlock. They need to run around Pantera, so
I wonder if they can do some sort of promotion where they kind of cross-reference. What's that movie that's out? Iron Claw. That's getting ready to come out.
Oh, the Von Erich movie.
The Von Erich movie, yeah.
Did you see the preview?
I know it was in Dallas.
Yeah, it was at Texas Theater, but all of the celebrities showed up. Zac Efron was there and stuff, just hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
It's weird that it was in Dallas.
It's weird that just happened over there at Texas Theater. Like, those guys are big time, and they come rolling into Texas Theater and like, what's this shithole? You're like, well, it's here because
the Von Erichs.
No, I was gonna say, it has JFK history.
I know, but why is it actually here?
Oh, they premiered it here because the Von Erichs.
Because they're from Texas. And
yeah,
they're more of a West Texas, though, weren't they?
No, they were here. Keller.
Okay, yes, right.
Yeah, they all lived up Keller. They lived across the street from my friend Chrissy.
I was thinking of the Funks.
Oh, now Terry Funk lived across the street from Todd up there in Lubbock or Amarillo.
Yeah,
he used to yell at me. I've had him yell at me.
What about Gentleman Chris Adams?
Terry Funk's dead too. I don't know.
I'm gonna bring him down.
Where's he at? I don't know.
Okay, so we're on heavy metal.
So a heavy metal, I'm going with Iron Jaw pulling this out, but I don't know. I'd like Ox Combine or Stone Machine to get it. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right, new band, The Flying Beats.
So that's the one with the Ninja Turtle in it.
Uh-huh. Generational Wealth.
It's Doc Rock's brother, the Ninja Turtle. I haven't heard Generational Wealth, and
Punk. Morning Buzz, One-Eyed Monsters, Paint Trails, Sarah Savage, and Sleepy Atlantis.
Is Sarah related to Joe?
I don't think so. No, it's like I don't know a lot of those. I know the Flying Beats.
Uh-huh.
What about Fred?
Are you playing any of these on your show tomorrow?
I'm gonna do the Sleepy Atlantis.
Okay.
This is who I'm playing.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I see Flying Beats getting it just because of that Ninja Turtle crowd coming in.
The one I had Monsters. See, I'm trying not to play anybody that I've played on my show before, and I've played them on the show before.
Yeah.
It's the dude in that band is, and maybe there may be a couple people in that band, but they're from Big Red Ants. Remember the Big Red Ants?
Yep.
One of the guys from that band is in One-Eyed Monster.
There's some reason I'm not supposed to remember them.
Remember, they're real young,
Red Ants.
really good a guitar player. Because they were like 17, 18 at the time when they were doing their stuff. They were like high school kids.
That's right.
They were really good, though.
Yeah.
And the kid can play guitar. That kid that can play guitar is the one that's doing the One-Eyed Monster. And I think maybe one of his other guys was in the same band.
Pop Act.
They're good.
Amanda Victoria, Avery Burke, Big Heaven, Hayden Miller, Fanamello, Simone Nicole, and Yokio.
I mean, that's a stacked one, too. That's
super stacked.
Yeah.
And I say they get into a cage and fight it out.
Yeah, because there's a bunch
That's
of
the only way
hitters.
it can be settled.
That's it. And my money would be on Hannah. I'm going to let her win.
In a cage match?
Yeah, I think she would just claw everyone. It'd come down to her and Avery.
Yeah.
Everybody else would be laying there dead.
Well, isn't it?
Maybe they can be on the undercard for Chris Cooley and what's his face?
I don't know. I don't mean
Preacher.
I don't mean to be sexist, but it seems like a bunch of women and then Will. So I got my money on Fantamello, taking them all out.
But you got Hayden Miller too.
Oh yeah, Hayden's there too.
Yeah.
I put my money on Hayden. So who do you think? Who do you think would win between Hayden and William? Will. Didn't his name Will? I forgot his name all of a sudden.
Doesn't
Will.
Hayden?
Yeah,
didn't
from
but
Photo.
but the people that are into his band, they vote.
Yeah.
So it could be him. He could win it.
Oh, I could see either one of them. I mean, I think the
Dead
Fanamello
Vinyl
fans
people
are voters
will vote.
too.
Oh,
yeah.
are they?
Yeah, I think so. I think the Fanamello voters are voters. But yeah, no, I think that's a big category. I don't know who you could give it to anybody. I mean,
Susie says that in the new band category, Generational Wealth will win.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I mean, I don't know them.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the new bands.
I don't know. I think Hannah could attack you like a spider monkey and just claw your eyes out.
I like the. I think maybe we could let
Hannah's
both,
Yokio, right?
We could let the
she
people
can
that
jump around
vote
and
for Fantamello and the people that vote for Dead Vinyl stuff, like get out in the field and do the Last Kingdom.
They just charge each other.
Yeah,
we do a
see who wins.
What's it called? A wall of death. Yep. Yeah. Producer. Blake Barker, not related to Bob. Clint Neosi, Rodney Parker, Jordan Richardson, Joe Tacky, Taylor Tash, and Nick Tittle.
Yeah, I know everybody except for the first one.
I don't know. I don't know on this one either. Like I don't know. They all deserve it. So.
Yeah, no, they all deserve it. They're all good in their own right. It's like I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't tell you who the best one. If somebody came to me and said, "Hey, point me to the best producer in town," I'd be like, "I can give you a list of about 5."
I'd say, let's go over to Dallas.
That's not very nice.
And Denton. Let's go to Denton.
Yeah.
No,
let's go to Farmers Branch.
So I don't know who the best one is, but I can give you like a list of like 5 really good ones, and you can decide what you think is best because they're all a little different.
Well, it all depends on what the sound you want is,
right?
Too. Yeah, that's.
I just go to American Broadcast School
and just get someone.
Yeah, just get some.
I would just if someone asked me that.
I just put my phone down and hit record. Go.
That's how you do it, man.
I was gonna say I would just go Fiverr.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find your producer right here.
Find your producer on Fiverr.com.
I'm just gonna let AI produce my next
Yeah, can
album.
AI produce albums yet?
I'm sure.
Mix them. Punk band. The nominees are A Dangerous Affair, The Dangits,
The Methinks,
Hot Cake Hand Grenade.
Do you know them?
The Methinks.
Oh,
yep.
Oh, well, you're
Mean
pointing
Motor Scooter, Forwards.
We know them.
And Takeaway Monday.
What are you laughing about?
This category's silly.
So in this group, I was listening. I was like, I never.
Methinks. You can't.
I never heard of. I never heard of Hot Cake. What was it called?
Hand Grenade.
Hot Cake.
Well, you weren't at the show with us when they opened for the Methinks?
Brandon was talking about how they've never been considered punk rock. I'm like, well, congratulations, man.
You're now punk rock.
Who? The Methinks?
Yeah, Brandon said that.
Oh yeah.
But that Hot Cake Handshake, they're punk rock. That's
yeah.
They're like rancid kind of punk rock. I mean, like the good kind of punk rock, as far as my opinion, kind of punk rock that I like the rancid style or whatever that is.
They're a 3-piece, right?
I've only heard them.
How many were on?
Yeah, I've only heard
on stage. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
They were fun.
Yeah, no, like I said, that's to me when I think of punk.
Marlon said we might have to accept his award again if they win.
So they'll have one for metal, hard rock, and punk. They'll just have one for every category.
Just every category.
Yeah. The Me Things need to put out a pop album.
I know they do.
A reggae
a pop album.
Need a reggae album.
Oh, and a hip hop album.
Yeah,
there you go.
A soul album.
Country album. There you go.
There you go.
They could do a country album. That's not too far. They could do that. They should do that.
A Christian album, right?
A Christian album.
They just cover some Striper.
I just got a death email.
R&B soul group. You have For Ya Soul. That's spelled with a 4, the number 4.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Soul. Abraham Alexander. Andrew Deere. Ben C. Jones. Cotinga. Company. And Retrophonics. Which I've been told I need to go see this Retrophonics band, that they're badass.
Yeah?
That it's Motown style stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah, the biggest name on there is Abraham.
Ben C. Jones.
And Abraham is he's touring around the country doing shows and like.
All right.
I don't know. I just feel like he's like on that. He's almost on that level where he shouldn't be allowed to be part of this. The way Leon, we don't nominate Leon Bridges for anything, and he's not to Leon Bridges' level at all. But
so if he gets to a certain point, it should be.
Well, don't you think so?
Yeah.
There are certain metal bands and stuff that you're like they shouldn't be on there, even if they are from here, because they're a national band at this point.
Well, there's one. Well, that's when you make them a regional act.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is the next category with Brave Little Howl. I thought they were from Denton. But they claim Denton.
But that's regional.
Oh, yeah, that is. Never mind. Sorry.
It's like, okay.
Oops.
What's the problem here?
Sorry, Denton.
Sorry, Denton. Okay, Brave Little Howl, Flicker Stick, Fugitive, Lorelei K, Raised Right Men, Texas Flood, and the Wee Beasties. I can mark a few of these out just because of the things they've done to women in the past.
I'm sorry?
And that leaves me with...
that leaves me with question marks.
I'll go with Fugitive. I want them to win. But a Flicker Stick, man. And Texas Flood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Flicker Stick is local. I don't know why they're regional.
Because they're bigger than just local. They're in that Abraham Alexander, like you were just saying.
Okay.
Like if you get too big for your britches, you get put up there. But I don't know. I don't know what people will vote for these days. I don't know what the kids are into. They're probably into these Wee Beasties and the things that they do.
Is he the guy that runs around in his underwear?
Yeah.
The things that they do.
Wow,
you've seen them, haven't you?
Yeah.
They're out of control.
Yeah.
They're nuts. They're nuts. And, you kind of leave there feeling like you went to a Jenna Torturer show. Kind of scummy. Kind of like I need a shower. Like something happened. Yeah. All right, rock band. Arinda Light.
They're great.
Yes.
Celestial Lamore.
Also great.
Those are, I'm not going to say that. Freeze Sucker.
Also good.
I don't know Freeze Sucker.
Novocaine.
I know they're good.
How many times has the DFW music scene had a band called Novocaine in it?
This is it. This has
got to be the 7th time that we've had a Novocaine.
This is the 3rd one I know of.
Yeah.
This is with a K, though.
Oh, this one's with a K.
It's their last names.
Yeah, it is our last name, so that's...
Okay.
But yeah, it is confusing because I thought it was that shit band that used to run around.
There's been like 10.
Dallas.
Yeah.
That was all pretty boys and stuff. And we're like, yeah, look at us. And they all played.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Rewind the Sun.
Good name.
Royal Sons.
Yeah, those guys.
And the Unlikely Candidates.
I got in trouble from those guys the other night.
You did? Why?
Yeah. Because I forgot that the last show was their 3rd show that they played at the Green. And that offended Chad. He's like, dude, no one remembers the 2nd one. I've come back since the broken leg and played. This wasn't the 1st one.
Well, I knew he came back, but
sorry.
The 1st one doesn't count. You broke your leg in the middle of the 1st song.
That's why I just was sorry. Sorry about that. Don't know what you want me to say here.
You're not getting in that circle.
No. Were you referring to the sex cult?
When? No. What? No.
What you said I called that scene.
No.
What did we call?
I don't remember.
Now I'm trying to think of it, and I can't think of it.
I don't know.
It wasn't Nexus? It's a Nexus cult.
Did you write a song about it? It was the Nexus cult?
I think we've got like 7 songs about those girls.
Let me pull my pants down and see what's on my thigh. I think there's something burned on it. Let me look.
Emails go to Dustin.Schneider@gmail.com.
To whom it may concern at westborobaptistchurch.com. Song. Now we're in the songs. But Rock Band, that one's pretty stacked. I don't know who's going to win that one.
I have no idea who's going to win.
They all have huge crowds. Orinda draws huge crowds. Celestial draws huge crowds. Royal Sons draws huge crowds. Unlikely Candidates. Novocaine won it last year out underneath everybody, so who knows?
And I thought the Unlikely Candidates were
the same Novocaine?
Were big now for some reason. I thought they were like
the Fort Worth Novocaine.
Okay.
Like Flicker Stick.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Alexander Big or whatever. I thought they were doing like mid-level kind of shows.
Yeah.
A few thousand people or whatever, had independent radio play across the nation. So I don't know. So I'm saying it could be them. I don't know. I thought the Unlikely Candidates were.
We did punk, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yes, because the Methinks were in that.
Where's All Clean?
Yeah, All Clean's good. No, there's
fucking record's rad.
There's a couple of bands on here that aren't on here.
How do you not have them on there,
dude? That's a local band. I wish I could do vocals for. Would be All Clean. Yeah. I would do that band.
I think I put them in several categories on my sheet.
I'm
How did they not get through at least once?
I don't know.
Fuck it, I did like this at one time.
Oh, here we
go. Now he's got mad.
Now I'm mad.
Now he's mad at Anthony.
I'm gonna get a phone call tomorrow. Okay. Nominated songs are Fever Pitch by Itchy Richie and the Burning Sensations.
Which is good. I think that's cool. I'm glad they're getting some love, and that is a good song.
Good job, Richard. Way to go. Have to Ask My Lawyer by Jace.
I don't know that song.
I don't know. I Don't Want You by Latasha Lee.
It's pretty blunt.
Mm-hmm.
I Don't Want You.
Key Lime Pie by Denver Williams and the Gas Money.
That's tasty. Tasty. Very
fantastic
tasty.
song.
Really good song.
Tasty.
Jesse Jennings Band, Poison Summer. Or Moonshine by Jesse Jennings Band, sorry.
Man, I feel like
moonshine, shining in the city. Moonshine.
Jesse
come
played...
on up and see me. Moonshine.
Huh? So distracting.
I know.
Jesse Jennings played
with Mr. Moonshine.
I probably shouldn't try to start any controversy. Jesse Jennings played last year at the show.
Yeah.
You remember the song that he played?
Was this
Mr. Moonshine? Remember?
Oh yeah,
they said Moonshine over and over again.
Yeah.
Remember we said something about like,
is there anything else in this song besides Moonshine?
Well, I remember us saying, "Oh, I think the song is about moonshine," because they said it over and over again. So I don't know. It's just because can the song of the year be a song that they played at the award show last year?
I don't know. I mean, Royal Sons released a record 7 years ago, and it's still up for
every year. Yeah.
I give them hell for that too. Poison Summer by Cameron Smith.
Awesome.
Good song. And The Wolf King by Iron Jaw, which we heard earlier.
Yes.
They just rolled through Wolf King earlier.
Y'all listened to that song earlier? Oh, that was what you were playing?
No, they play it. Oh. When they go through their set, they'll there's like 2 or 3 songs they stick on for a little bit.
You're standing outside and you heard them play.
Every Tuesday, we get to hear their entire set. It's so great.
They're good. Good tight band.
That's a good song.
And we get to write different words for their songs.
And then we put them out.
Yeah.
And make millions.
Yeah, before they do.
We do the Weird Al Yankovic version of all their songs. Like songs are about,
like moonshine, living in the city, moonshine, come on up and see me.
I'm the Wolf King, yeah.
King of your wolves.
Like to get your wolf on, yeah.
Wolf, wolf.
Wolf King of the road.
That's a little trailer.
All right. I was trying to figure out how I could use the Ozempic
Someone
jingle.
out there just took all those vocal stylings and just writing it down like I'm about to make the greatest band ever.
Yeah.
Oh no. All right. Sound engineer Clay Anderson, Blake Barker, Not related to Bob. Or is he?
Second time.
What was the other Barker?
Bob.
From
Travis?
the record? No, Bill?
Travis, the drummer from Blink-182.
No, the one you mentioned earlier who wasn't
Bob.
related to Bob.
No, same.
Bob
Blake.
Barker?
Blake.
Wait,
Yeah,
huh?
Blake.
It's the same guy?
Blake Barker.
Yeah.
Blake Barker?
Wait, what did you say? Yes, Blake Barker.
I thought it was a different guy. My bad.
No.
What if your name was Bart Barker?
Bark Barker would be weird.
Hi, I'm Bart Barker.
What if my name was Jeff Jefferson?
And I say on Mazdas. Jeff Jefferson would be awesome.
What if it was Jefferson Jefferson?
Ooh, that'd be weird.
Jeffrey Jefferson.
No, Jefferson Jefferson.
Jefferson. You can do that.
Then why wouldn't you just go by one name as Jefferson?
Or you could do. That'd be weird. That would throw your teachers off. They'd be like, "What's your name, sir?"
Mm-hmm.
Jefferson.
I need your first name.
Your first
last
name.
And your last
Yeah,
name first.
Jefferson.
Oh,
Jefferson.
Jefferson
I went to
Jefferson.
school with
You
Chris
being a
Cross.
smart ass to me, boy.
I'm sorry,
No,
Jefferson Jefferson.
stop.
Yeah. You get D Hall for that
Yeah,
because the
you would be.
vice principal would think you're being a smart ass to him.
But I think you should go by that, Jeff Jefferson.
Jeff Jefferson.
And then
I don't
you-
know. You don't want to give up Lord. Lord's awesome.
I know, right?
Yeah, that is
It should just be called Lord.
Lord.
Like Lorde. Lordy Lord.
What if you were
Has
Jesus
anyone-
Christ Lord?
Has anyone named Lord over there been knighted? So it'd be Lord.
And
Probably.
William
Has there been a
J.
Lord?
Williams. Susie
Yeah.
knew a William J. Williams.
Yeah. William Williams.
I wanted to start a band called Worm Lord.
Worm.
Wormlord's pretty
It's
good.
funny because I have another alter ego named Jeffrey Worm, so I could be Jeffrey Worm Lord.
I love playing with my alter egos.
Wormlord. Do you have a puppet for him yet?
Wow. I don't even know which one to respond to first. That was very stacky.
Where are we at on this list?
It was very stacky of you.
Out of
We're on
control.
the sound control, sound engineer.
Sound engineer. So we're
So these are people that run sound at clubs.
All right, let's start back over because Blake Barker threw us off.
Bart Barker.
Clay Anderson, Blake Barker, Andre Edmondson. I don't like the Oilers. Brian Garcia, Joshua Jones, Mark Randall, and Peter
Waringa.
I'm voting for Jonestown.
Joshua Jones.
Joshua Jonestown.
They had that song, right? Right here, right now.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that was Jesus Jones.
History. Oh,
Right?
Okay. I'm going for Mark Randall.
Have you heard the Jesus Jones, the cover band?
Yeah.
It does all mariachi Jesus Jones.
I'm glad that cracked you up. Wow.
It's not even that funny.
It's not. How much stacking are you doing right now? Good God.
Jesus Jones.
Jesus Jones.
Mariachi versions of Jesus Jones.
One
Like
song.
Metalachi,
They had
except
one
it's-
song.
It's like Metalachi, guys, except it's Jesus Jones. Except
Like, do we really want to go watch that? That's weird.
hell yeah, I do. It's
Oh.
Jesus Jones.
Wow. All right. Tribute bands. Chasing Rent.
Oh, you got to go overseas to go see those bands.
It's not tribute on kids bands. It's tribute bands.
Oh, goodness.
Lee, cancel my job
Chasing Rent.
application I just did. Chasing Rent.
Like the
The dudes that used to play Texas billiards.
Wasn't that a movie where there were lesbians?
Chasing Amy.
Oh.
No. Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Chasing
Amy, wasn't it?
But she was a
Chasing-
lesbian, sorta.
Wasn't there?
She was bi.
I thought that was the house band at Texas Billiards.
They were the house band at Broncos forever, on the weekends too.
Oh yeah.
Them and the other one that was
the
a
dude
single
was,
name.
like hung out with the people from Spoon-Fed Tribe.
Yeah. Spoon Five Tribe.
Or am I confusing them?
No, who? What was it? Ashmore.
Dude,
it
I
was
used to
them and
Hey,
Ashmore.
there was someone that was at a bar around here that I used to frequent on a regular basis, and every time they would play, he'd go get a beach from one of the people that followed that band.
Get it if you can get it.
Yeah, if they're just giving them away. Why not?
Yeah, I thought about it.
It's never happened to me. The Dick Beldings.
Oh
Speaking
well,
of-
come on.
Far Beyond Drunk. Hazard County.
Have you seen Far Beyond Drunk?
Hazard County, what do they do? Like,
I heard Hazard County or Far Beyond Drunk's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
What does Hazard County do? Dukes of Hazzard songs?
That'd be awesome.
They just sing "Good Old Boys" over and over
Or
again?
is it Waylon songs?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd go watch a set of Waylon Jennings.
Is that what it is?
Legacy 4.
I'd protest y'all though.
Pooh Live Crew. And
I'd protest y'all.
the Velvet Love Box.
Because of our General Lee car.
Mm-hmm.
Hazard County Band, Fort Worth. All right, video.
Just a good old boy.
Let's see. I think every single one of these were on my list. Yep, every single one of these videos was on my list that I turned in. So I'm kind of proud of that. The nominees for videos are Divine by Simone Nicole, Key Lime Pie by Denver Williams and the Gas Monkey, Lost in a Memory by Joe Savage.
Which I think should be one of the songs of the year. That's a great song.
It's a great song. I hate that there was so much. Never mind about the video. New Skies by Morning Buzz, Old Road by Keegan McEnroe, Pyromancer by Iron Jaw, and What You Thought by 88 Killa featuring Lena Mima, Mommy, Mammy, Lena Mammy. I can't even. I was like, is that Miami?
You stacking, man?
I think I am. Miami. I love the Key Lime Pie video. I love the Lost in Memory video. I like both of them.
Mm-hmm.
It could just be that I like the way Coffee Pot does things too. I don't know.
They do good work.
They do great work.
The Simone Nicole video is interesting.
It's very, very cool, and it was up for some national stuff.
Oh, was it?
I believe so. Yeah, I got a message from her one day about it. Yeah. Let's screw music clubs: Caves Lounge, the Cicada, Growl, Magnolia Motor Lounge, the Post at River East, Tulips, and Twilight.
The Lolas?
Well, when you go to music venue, you then have Arlington Music Hall, Billy Bob's, Haltom Theater, Lola's Fort Worth, Ridgely Theater, Tannehill's Tavern, and the Warehouse. Why are we listening to Wildside?
Sorry. What Warehouse?
Sorry about that, guys.
That's my question. Where's the Warehouse? Why is the Warehouse on this list?
Is there a new Warehouse that we're just not cool enough to know about?
I don't know. Why are we taking a walk on the wild side? And that sums up this ballot. There's an in memoriam. If you remember who died, you can write them in.
Robert Stanley. That guy.
Mm-hmm. What was his name? Robot?
Yeah.
Put this up.
What are you doing with it?
I was looking for something. And I guess I accidentally clicked Wildside.
Anyway, Hazard County music is there's only room for one county in Texas, and that's Hazard County. Kicking off your party, our Stockyard's top-tiered musicians rooted in the heart of Fort Worth, Texas. Hazard County is full of experts in live music and high-dynamic performances, keeping boots on the dance floor all night long with endless musical entertainment, including your top 40 country songs, along with your all-time favorite Texas country greatest hits.
So it's just country covers, Boot Scootin' Boogie and stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't like this.
That'd probably be fun when you're going to like the honky tonk and, you know, they're playing badonkadonk and things.
I don't want to hear that damn song, period.
Well, you do when you're going boot scooting.
No, I don't.
And your girl's got on her Rocky Mountain jeans.
I just like going to bars and hearing Wildside.
If I want to walk and go boot scooting, I want some Wildside.
Remember we went to Billy Bob's.
You can't beat Wildside being played at the.
It's like even if you're going to see
Shit Kicker bar,
all the employees there are still country to the nines. All those girls with the big hair and stuff, just like I listen to the badonkadonk song. Those girls like it.
Honky tonk, badonkadonk. Here's Hazard County.
Well, I'm an Indian outlaw.
I'm out.
I'm an Indian outlaw. You know the country songs they play at strip clubs. Speaking
of strip clubs, Well, that was the end of the. Why are we doing this? This is aggravating. Why are you going through Molly Cruz
strip clubs?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, keep that. That makes sense now. Okay. Speaking of strip clubs, because we're done with the ballot now, go vote. It's on the Fort Worth Weekly website.
Definitely.
The award show will be in December at some point, is what they said. Hopefully,
So
hopefully it doesn't roll over. Yeah. We can get this taken care of. Move on to the next year when people will put out more music, and we can see if it's good or not and judge them. And then it turned into a popularity contest of who was actually better than the other. That's the way award shows are. They always have been. But speaking of strip clubs, if you want to watch this weekend's Formula One race that is in Las Vegas, Nevada, the first time it will be in Las Vegas, you can go down to our partner, title sponsor of the Jerry Jonestown Massacre Show, the Yellow Rose, and they will be watching the race at midnight on Saturday night till 2 a.m. Or if it goes longer, because I think this is going to go way longer. I think this is going to be a red flag fiasco.
That's what it sounds like. They're going to have some issues.
First time
we'll see.
In Las Vegas, and it's going to be the coldest race in F1 history.
Why are they doing it at midnight?
It's 10 o'clock there. And that's when they can close the streets because the streets have to remain active during the day. This is the weirdest fucking schedule I've ever seen. But I guess this is how they do it in Japan. I've never gone and looked. But when they're in these city circuits, they keep them open. They close them for an hour, clean the tracks up. Then the cars get ready and run. And as soon as it's over, they open the streets back up. They're doing this for every practice, every qualifying, and then the race. The schedule was put out, and I was like, that's weird, just too weird. But whatever.
It's cool that it's at night, though.
Yeah. It's at night. That'll be awesome.
They got headlights, right?
No.
They don't have headlights? Well, they got, but the track is lit up with all the
track's lit up like crazy.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm excited about it.
They have some rear light.
They do. Lights. They have brake lights, and to show that they're charging their batteries.
So they got blinkers?
Nope.
I'm trying to pass. I got my blinker on. I'm trying to get around, man. Come on, you.
I think we should start a racing league that uses F1 cars, except you got to use your
blinker to get around.
So if you're in Austin, you want a cool place to watch it, go down to the Yellow Rose. Go over to the Yellow Rose. Go check it out. I'd go down there only if we have a table to ourselves.
Are the tickets still dropping?
The tickets and prices for rooms are plummeting.
So it's still happening.
Yeah, we could.
I know.
Theoretically, last minute, be like,
yeah.
See ya. I can't. I have a funeral I have to go to on Saturday. But I'll be ready to watch the race.
What time
afterwards.
is the funeral?
1. One at Concord? Did I just suddenly like?
No, because you're.
I mean, technically,
you could make it.
Yeah, it doesn't start till midnight.
Yeah.
Leave at 3, land there. It's a 3-hour flight, right? So leave at 3, get there at 6, and I could walk from the airport to the Strip.
Where's the funeral?
Or you could just fly
right down the street.
You could just fly yourself because.
Oh yeah, I know how to fly.
You could just jump
I could
on.
do that.
Stop at a little community airport and be like, "Hey, what do you got here?"
What you got
jets?
Here? No, if I have to, no, I gotta go.
I'll take it.
I need a jet. I can't do a prop plane. It'll take too long, and I have to fly the mountain route, and I don't want to do all that.
Why can't you drive
to Vegas?
No, to Austin.
Oh no,
I thought you were going down to the Yellow Rose to see your cousin and watch the race.
No.
You're talking about driving to Vegas or flying to Vegas.
No, that's a big possibility. No, we're talking about going to Vegas last minute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Flying into town, rolling in the Strip, being like, "What's
Actually,
up?"
I knew that because you were talking about the price dropping, but for some reason, halfway through that story, I imagined you going to Austin and not Vegas. Okay. Never mind.
Talk about wild.
Don't you tempt me. That's the only thing that hasn't dropped is the flights. That's the only thing that hasn't dropped.
Because they know there's going to be a rush.
But the hotels have plummeted. Like there's some places that are 80% back down to what they should be, their normal rates. And tickets are.
It's going to make me mad watching all this stuff because there's going to be idiots that I hate that are going to be showing their faces all down there and like, look, I'm an F1 fan.
So
like, don't like my sport.
Before you got here, Netflix today did their first live sports thing, and it fucking sucked. They need to get their technology figured out.
They did?
That was that golf thing.
What I walked in on?
So it was 4 golfers and 4 F1 drivers doing a tricked up golf game in Vegas at the Wynn. And the people that showed up to be on this pissed me off. And then Mark Wahlberg being like, "Oh yeah, Lando's car. He brought it over to the house today so that my daughter could play in it."
Don't Hollywood our sport. Actually, our sport's kind of Hollywoodish, though.
It is.
It's not really anything we can do about it.
Yeah. Just get off. We need to stop having races in America.
Yeah.
This Vegas one's going to push it over the top. I'm glad that Max is just like, I don't give a shit about Vegas. I'm going to go there. I'm going to win, and I'm going to go the next track.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Yeah. It's like, I don't care about any of this.
He's a man of a few words when he's doesn't give a shit about something. It's like, I don't care about that.
Yeah. The Dutch are good like that.
Short and to the point.
Short and to the point. But anyway, I want to watch it this Saturday. We got to have some type of viewing party. We got to figure this out.
I got to figure it out because I'm going to have my daughters.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll have all of them, because if I have all of them, then it's potential. I got it. But if no one can, because Mandy's going out with the girls to celebrate birthdays.
She doesn't understand what's happening?
No. I'll let her out. I'm letting her out too. So
it's a midnight race. She can get back.
I should put her back in her cage.
time to watch it. Yeah.
So be home by midnight.
Yeah.
Them's the rules.
Honestly, she might. She might be back in time.
We're getting old.
Yeah, we don't party like last week at freaking Lola's. Oh, like every single band's joking about, we got to go home, go to bed.
Yep. Other things I wanted to throw out here. What else was in here? We did that. We did our Van Halen show last week. Mm-hmm. You know, the first.
How'd that one do?
We're getting good reviews on it. I've gotten a lot of good messages about it.
When's Bon Jovi happening?
Oh, that's on the list. Next time.
Didn't we do one? I swear we did a Bon Jovi one.
We may have been just fucking around, just like geeking out, but we need to do it for real.
Yeah.
And then, especially if we go through the Crossroads album. The second one is I need to edit it, but it's recorded. It was
the second one.
It's the one with Susie with the Beach Boys. Went through the Beach Boys catalog.
Did you say Good Vibrations, the greatest Beach Boys songs ever?
No, but I did realize, I put together a top 3 list, and it's all Pet Sounds Post, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think we should
but it was
do
fun. It was good.
A serial killer and cult leader music rankings.
Actually, there was a story that came out this week about serial killers and the music they were into.
And it was everything we listened to with it.
No, it's very like hit the nail on the head. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. Type things.
Who posted that list?
Let me see here. As I'm looking, I want to talk about the Van Halen news. Was they're going on tour, or Sammy Hagar's going on tour, and it's going to be a big Van Halen tribute show.
Yeah,
with Anthony Michaels and Joe Satriani on guitar. And I forgot. What's his name's son?
Wolfgang.
No.
Oh, Wolfgang's not
on
involved
drums.
in it?
No, on drums.
He's like, F this.
Anthony, no.
John Bonham's son.
Oh, okay.
So I'm kind of digging this. I want to go. What? Come on.
I never really cared for Sammy Hagar.
What are you growling at?
Nothing.
There was also a list put out of in the what songs of David Lee Roth's did Sammy sing the most?
Jump.
It was no, Panama was number 1.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. All right. 10 famous serial killers and the music they loved. And they were pretty much everybody you went through on our Halloween show. The Yorkshire Ripper was into Mozart and the Eurythmics. Jeffrey Dahmer, Black Sabbath. John Wayne Gacy, REO Speedwagon, which you're a huge fan of, and Bob Dylan. Neil Diamond.
I would say Acid Bath.
I like that. The Toolbox Killers. Well, one of them, Lawrence Bittaker, was into Iron Butterfly and the Bee Gees.
My mom.
Richard Ramirez.
Motley Crue.
AC/DC and Judas Priest.
Oh, yeah.
And some Sabbath. Charles Manson. That's easy.
The Beatles, yeah.
And
the Beach Boys.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dennis Nielsen was into The Who. And last but not least, Eileen Wuornos was into 10,000 Maniacs.
Oh, I thought it was Dexter's Midnight.
So nobody was in the KMFDM.
Son of Sam. Oh, I forgot. He's here. Hall & Oates.
Yeah.
Son of Sam was also into Son of Stan.
Arthur Shawcross, the
I didn't know that.
Genesee River Killer, was into G.G. Allen. So that's the only one that really makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. If I listen to G.G. Allen a lot, I would probably kill
nuts.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, go listen to that Van Halen show if you haven't. I thought it was fun. I want to do more of these, and we got a good list going. I don't want to give it all away. Do you?
No. It'll be gift. It'll be a gift.
It'll be a gift. The other funny thing I've got, and
expect them after camping trips.
Yes. Cradle of Filth postponed their tour kickoff in Tel Aviv.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's a war going on.
Why would you kick off your tour if you're that band in Tel Aviv?
Yeah. Kind of gets back to the soccer thing we were talking about earlier, too.
But I don't know that whole region would like that band, period. Like, I would be scared to go there.
You know how it's awkward when you go to a couple's house and they start fighting.
Yeah,
that's kind of how I feel about anything that has to do with that area right now. It's just like, you know what? Let's just.
I'm gonna sit in the corner and look at my phone.
Right.
Yeah. Can I go back to my house yet?
Yeah.
Can I please? I did have a question I wanted to ask, and I need y'all's opinion. I like Jeff, since you're here. This will be the last thing we'll end the show, but it's one of those things like, am I an asshole? And I need y'all to answer it.
I'll answer it right now.
Probably.
I've gotten to the age to where I don't care about planning anymore. And when I say that, I mean like on the weekends. Like, I don't just, it's more like spur of the moment. I'm going to go do this, go do that, go see this, go do that. Like, I kind of maybe know during the week, but then I have people that have to plan, or I have friends that plan 3 months in advance that we're going to go have dinner on this night, or 3 weeks in advance, You don't
like having to use the calendar?
I'll use the calendar, but
this is my night to go to Applebee's with Marlon and Stubbs.
Well, like, I've got friends that are like, so when can we go out and have fun and have some drinks or whatever? And I'm like, I don't know.
You're like, when you kill your kids.
Almost. But I'm like, I don't know. Let's just go. Well, we can't. We got this and we got that.
There's always a we can't.
Well, then you let me know.
The stars in advance. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, how about, that's the way I am. And am I an asshole for turning it around on them and going, well, you just tell me when you're out and about and I'll show up.
No, you could just say, hey, if you want to plan something, just let them plan something. If it's 3 months in advance, then it's 3 months.
Put the burden on them.
But see, here's what they reverse it on me, and this pisses. They're like, well, you're always at Cowboy games, and you always got concerts to shoot. You've always got this and that. You got photos to shoot. You got to go out and do this and that.
Well, that's probably true. You do have to do all those things.
I do, but Cowboy games are on Sundays and Thursdays normally,
or Mondays.
Yeah, never once on Monday.
It's always like, that stuff is like,
but
it's hard to plan.
One Monday a year. I've got 2 Thursdays this year because it's back-to-back Thanksgiving and the next day. But, yeah. No one goes out on a Thursday for drinks.
You're in your...
To hang out.
If you're in your...
Or Sunday
30s, like mid-30s and you're single. because you just got kicked out of your house because someone caught you with a neighbor.
Okay. It's oddly specific there, Pat.
I don't know. I don't make plans that far in advance.
You let some stranger play your Xbox.
And a lot of times whenever I do,
I
end up
murderous.
End up canceling the plans before it happens whenever it's that far away.
Yeah.
Because it's just things happen. It's like, I don't know what's going to happen to me in the next 3 months. I may be doing fine now, but 2 months from now, I may be on the verge of being evicted from my house, and all of a sudden I can't go out with you now because I got shit. I got.
Or you got caught with a neighbor.
Yeah, that's
whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know what's going to happen in 3 months, man.
Yeah,
it's just
I don't either.
You can't do it 3 months out. There's no way.
It's just it's
might
like
as well just
hey,
not plan it.
What are you doing this weekend?
But I don't want to get chewed out, because it's not the way I'm doing things. Is I don't know, Thursday. Call me and tell me what's happening.
Yeah.
Or Friday, be like, oh yeah, hey, you want to go out this tonight or tomorrow night? And
I think everybody
hook
should
up somewhere. Let's do that.
Here's what we should have happen. Everybody on Thursday night, send an email to Dustin to the show and just tell us your agenda, and we'll pick which one.
Well, that should be every Tuesday. Every Monday, you should send us what you're going to do for this weekend.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
every Monday
we'll pick which one we like.
Which one we like.
No, I would just be like, look, I'd be happy.
Sucks.
To hang out with you. Say one day, whenever you're like, you find yourself not busy, just shoot me a text in the middle of the day saying, hey, what do you have going on?
Have you had this happen to you, Jeff?
Tonight, and maybe we can do something, and I'll let you know. Oh, I can't, whatever I can, but just tell them, say it's got to be a day of thing.
Well, it's just weird how there's several different parties that have turned this around on me as of late, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I can't plan weeks in advance. I just can't. I don't know. I'm with you, Jeff. I may be.
Sounds like
the man may call me up. We may have something to do like this Saturday night or something. And Matt may call me up and go, Jets fueled. Let's go to Vegas. And I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to Vegas. Sorry, I can't. I don't know.
That sounds like some horse shit I would play if I had money, for sure. Like, I can't take this here anymore. I'm done with Fort Worth for right now.
Let's go to Vegas.
I got to get out of Texas. Fuck this place.
Let's go watch a race.
Let's go watch Vegas races. Race car stories.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was just wondering, like, am I an asshole for being that way?
Yeah.
Like, I am.
No, you just say, look, just say, man, I can't plan that far out. So you want if they have to plan something, then just say, look, these are the away games. If it's
I like how Marlon.
I
like how Marlon does it. He just stays at home, plays records, and invites people over. And if you come, you come. If not, he'll get you on the next one. Like, that's a good approach to do.
Yeah, I'd do that if I had a home.
Yeah, so then you got to have people over to your house.
Well, all dogs go to heaven.
You come out here.
I have a shed.
Yeah.
Everybody want to come over and hang out in the shed with me?
That'd be funny.
Please.
This is a cry for help. You just don't sleep in here on the floor,
look,
or on any.
So
don't sleep in here.
I had a couple of things I wanted to ask y'all about.
Okay. Look, if you come over, I'll turn it to party mode.
Oh, that's cool.
No, it's only one.
One, there's a. Are y'all familiar with Mickey Dolenz from the Monkees?
Yeah,
Mickey from the Monkees.
He's the only one left, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
He just released an EP and it's REM covers.
Oh, cool!
It's 4 songs. He does "Shiny Happy People." He does "Radio Free Europe." He does "Man on the Moon," and then he does a song called "New York City," which I don't know which song it is, but it's pretty good. I just want to let people know that if you're a Monkees fan, and an REM fan, this is kind of cool because it's
the best of both worlds.
It is because he makes it because there is. Do you hear the REM in it? But it also sounds like there's a '60s Monkees.
You ever a big REM fan, Dustin?
I liked Monster. I liked Automatic for the People. Some of Green.
Everybody hurts.
I got tired of that one.
Yeah, it was good the first time you saw the video and stuff. It was cool.
Yeah. I liked that song Drive. I thought that was a cool ass song.
What about We Didn't Start the Fire?
That's not REM.
Oh, yeah. So
did Mickey Dolenz marry Kurt Cobain's daughter and Tony Hawk?
No, that was Michael Stipe.
I didn't know if they had a second wedding.
So the other thing was
he so covered the wedding.
That's so wild.
Everybody's been waiting for almost 20 years for Outkast to come out with his new record, Andre 3000.
It comes out this week.
It comes out Friday. And did you hear what it's about or anything about it? So it's going to be, he's like, everybody's expecting a rap album. He's like, he just didn't really have anything to say. So he's releasing an instrumental album of woodwinds.
No way.
That's what he says. So everybody's like, it's a fucking flute album? We're getting a flute album from Andre 3000?
So,
that's his new record?
That's kind of cool. I'm in.
I kind of want to check it out, too, because if it's any good, I'll listen to it all the time.
There's no way.
I like instrumental stuff.
Yeah.
And he says woodwinds, which I'm thinking saxophone, clarinet, flute as well, but oboe. There's lots of reed.
What if it's just a recorder?
But like
look plastic
up
recorder.
Look up the names of the songs. They're like crazy fucking like 20-word names that are
like the name is a poem.
Kind of the name itself is a statement. Like one of the tracks is something like, I couldn't think of anything to rap about, so instead I made an instrumental album. There's something,
I don't know. I wanted to tell you.
I was like, this is one of the
is that one of the songs?
One of the songs.
Did the Texas Wild album we've been waiting on? All of it's out except one track.
I've listened to it.
The whole thing?
I think so.
Yeah, for a while it was like 3 tracks, 4 tracks here.
I was listening to it the other day.
And this is the one that makes me crazy. I should play it on there. Hold on. This will make you mad. Mad.
I don't want to be mad.
You're going to be mad.
Because I heard the Toadies. Is that what you're talking about?
Row.
That's why it's going to make you mad. I got you.
It's going to make you mad. It's going to make you sweat till you bleed.
They did a song.
Shell and Death Squad has a new song out. Ozone released a little EP that's great on Halloween when we did our last show. Ready?
Here's the thing, we started out friends. It was cool, but it was
should have known.
Yeah.
We should have knocked this out 5 years ago, 6, 7, 12 years ago when we were going to do it.
You dedicated, you took the time.
Yeah, I've heard this.
I'm so pissed about this. But yeah, all of it except one song. Do you think they kick in like we would have? We wanted it sexy, and then we're going to make it evil right here.
That's exactly what I expected it to be like.
Stay in your lane, Van. We're watching you. You're not that great.
I'm going to do a Toadies cover now.
I am too. And I'm going to piss all over it. Like he did that. How dare you treat Kelly like that?
Here you go. So this is Andre 3000.
Okay.
For the first time in over 17 years, Andre 3000 is releasing an album of new music. New Blue Sun, announced today and set to be released this Friday, November 17th, is a stunning 87-minute mind-bender, minimalist and experimental, tribal and transcendent. One thing it is not, however, is a rap record. No bars, no beats, no sub-bass. Andre doesn't sing on this joint either. What he does is play flute, and plenty of it. Contrabass flute, Mayan flutes, bamboo flutes, along with other digital wind instruments. In place of lyrics, he offers 8 provocative song titles, the first of which almost reads like a low-key apology with a wink of irony. I swear, I really wanted to make a rap album. This is literally the way the wind blew me this time. That's one of the names of his songs. Anyways, this is real. This is what he's doing, and I'm kind of want to hear it.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
And yeah, but it's got all the titles are like really long and really bizarre. And
I don't remember short song titles, so I mean, what are you gonna do, man?
I thought it was interesting though, but there's been a lot of people talking about it. You know,
that is interesting. If that's the case,
because everybody was expecting him to do a rap album.
Yeah,
and it's going to be a mind-bending minimalist flute transcendent album.
Maybe he's a badass on flute. Maybe he's better than Lizzo.
I'm gonna do Since You've Been Gone with a flute.
Did that ruin your night?
Kind of did.
Way to go, Dustin.
I know. You could be like Ryan Bingham and just spit this one out.
So what did you think about it? Do you like it? Because I kind of don't like it.
This sounds like...
It's off.
It is off.
It's just... I don't know, man.
Just be Ryan Bingham. You don't have to run your voice through a bunch of shit. Just be you. And go back to doing Yellowstone shit.
I'd have been better if it was just a country song.
He should have countryed it up.
Yeah.
And it...
Do a little bit of alternating bass. A little Johnny Cash kind of.
Yeah.
Do it like, what's his name? Did the Metallica cover. What's his name?
Kid Rock?
No, the 40 unit. He's a country guy. They did that Black album, that big expanded Black album thing where they had all the covers.
Oh, and they were on it. Stapleton or something.
Dick Weed and the Munster Cheese and the 40 unit, something like that. It's on the box set that's got 193 songs.
Oh, did you hear about Garth Brooks' new box set?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, we went over that.
It's so great. You can only buy it at Bass Pro Shop. Maybe that's where I heard it.
It is awesome.
It's so great. Let me tell you that.
I'm gonna put out an album you can only get at Applebee's.
You know, that's pretty cool.
Shit, I don't.
You have to buy an appetizer and you get your CD with it for free.
There you go. Dollaritas.
Why don't we? Why don't we finish the Stink Flamingo, and the only place you can buy it is Applebee's
or Denny's?
What the fuck is on Denny's?
I don't know. I'd have to find this, but yeah, it's when like what's her name, Wrecking Ball chick,
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus did a Metallica song, and
actually, what's her face did a song with Metallica, didn't she?
Here it is, The Blackest List.
The what's her face, Poker Face lady.
Yeah, Jason Isbell.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
That just sucks.
See, I could have handled this if Ryan Bingham would have.
No, this is what I expected.
This sounds like $5 appetizers. You want $5 appetizers?
You want some?
You want to have a Dollarita? You want to pass out in the Applebee's parking lot?
You want to be roofied?
No, the concept for this record, for the Texas Parks record, is awesome. It's Texas artists covering other Texas artists.
Yeah.
Which is why you have the Toadies doing Kelly Clarkson, or you have Ryan Bingham doing the Toadies, or, you know.
Oh, okay.
You have Paul Walls on there, you know.
What's Paul Wall do?
He does that, hey, baby, que paso?
Yeah.
I thought I was your only vato.
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I mean, so it's got, you know, and they're big Texas artists as far as, like, it's not, you know, like just a local.
I like this.
Yeah, see,
this is not an Applebee's commercial. I'm sorry.
No,
they could have done this with the Toadies.
The intro.
Cool.
Well, see, the reason I'm pissed is because the one song was counted for. It was just we hadn't got to it yet.
Yeah, we were going to do it.
To go ahead and do it
without our permission. When you wait 5 years, at some point you got to shit or get off the pot, right?
It's more than 5.
You know, we have ideas.
10 years.
We have ideas.
I'm just saying, if somebody starts and makes a Stink Flamingo album before you guys do it, you can't be mad at that person for doing it before you.
That's a good point.
You can be mad at yourself for not doing it. This song is awesome, though, man.
I love it.
It's called Texas Wild. If you get on iTunes, put up Texas Wild. It's various artists, but it is the Texas Parks put it together.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And all the money goes to
the Parks Department.
There was 355,000 people that didn't think we needed to vote for Texas Parks to receive money.
Assholes.
Dickheads.
Because they probably thought that, we're getting the money from this record, so they don't need it.
Oh, true. You know, Sarah Jaffe's on here.
Yeah.
I want to get Paul Wall on.
We probably could.
Think we would be able to see each other through the smoke?
No.
The cloud of weed smoke?
Don't try to get Posty on. Whenever y'all used to always talk about getting him on, I was like, whatever, who cares? I just didn't get him. I didn't care about him. It's like, now it's like, I want y'all to get Post Malone. That'd be so cool.
I think it would be a disaster because we'd become friends with him. We'd be living vicariously through him.
Why would that be a disaster?
Well, some of us have substance problems.
And some of us are...
Some of us have alcohol problems.
Some of us are unchained.
Some of us are unchained. That means AIDS upon the world.
If you're living vicariously through him, that means he's doing the stuff, not you. So
true.
You're fine.
Okay, I'll stay home and Dustin and Posty can just go tour the world.
Oh, that would make you insane.
Dustin comes back from touring, his face is all like tattooed up everywhere.
This is us right here.
What is the deal at Applebee's right now? I love fucking Applebee's. Also, if Applebee's if Mr. Applebee is in the house,
Mr. B himself,
Dr. Apple B, if he's here,
I wonder if
feel free to donate $6 trillion to beat out Little Caesars.
I wonder if he's been in there on Christmas night before, like me.
What are you doing this Christmas Eve?
A few times.
Let's go.
Might be going back to Applebee's with you and Posty.
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. We could go to his Cane's.
Mm-hmm. Grapevine or whatever it was.
Next day when we're hungover.
Go hang out at his Cane's. All right, guys. Well, y'all got anything else?
No. It's been good, fellas.
You got anything, Jeff, coming up? We need to keep an eye out for.
No, I have a couple of interviews coming up. With a new band that I'm going to interview on Sunday. I forgot. It's called like Friendship Operation or something like that.
That's kind of a cool name.
They reached out to me, said, "Hey, we noticed that you're over here on the south side, and we're over here on the south side, and so I'll have them on." And then after that, I have a couple weeks. I'll have the Jaybirds on.
I got a weird message yesterday. I don't know if this means anything to you.
The Illuminati thing's not real. Don't worry about it. I got
no,
the
it's.
thing.
What, talking about Phantom Mellow?
I'll just do this on the air. I don't know. Some guy named Mike Graff wants to come on the show.
Yeah, let's do it.
We could have him on.
Who's Mike Graff?
I just played guitar in Course of Empire. Yeah.
So Steffi Graff's little brother.
That'd be cool too.
That'd be awesome too. Yeah.
You think he ever gets asked about his sister?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably.
I always get asked about Tracy Lords.
What about Lord
with an E?
With an E.
It's funny. At my daughter's job, there's somebody there that calls her Lord all the time. And it's just funny to hear my kids be called. Even when I went to pick up my son the other day, he's 10. They're like, "Hey, Lord, your dad's here. Come on!" I'm just like, that's funny because I don't ever. It's just funny to hear your kids be called you grew up being called Stubbs.
Yeah.
But whenever somebody calls your kid Stubbs, you're kind of like, oh, that's kind of weird. I mean, they are Stubbs as well, but it's kind of weird.
Yeah. I'm just assuming they did something wrong.
Right.
What? Why don't
they
you
broke something?
Do a cover album of
Tracy Lord
songs that have to do with Lord?
Yeah.
You could do a Tracy Lord song because she did that. She had a record out.
Oh, so it's got to be like.
It could be their songs with
it's
Lord
only Tracy
in the name,
Lord?
or,
yeah,
or by artists with Lords in the name, like Lorde.
It's just one.
Royal Tracy Lords.
Yeah, that's it.
You'd have to do a Christian song.
That's
Australian.
Praise the Lord.
There's only 2 songs. What I'm saying, I can only do like Royals and whatever Tracy Lord song there is. But I need to do like all Lord songs. Like there's the what's the George Harrison song, My Sweet Lord.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
So I mean, I could do Lord songs, songs that have the word Lord in it. I'm sure there's
Praise the Lord. There's got to be a song called Praise the Lord, right?
All for Jesus.
Well, I mean, but like not do
studio mix.
Try not to do Christian songs. Just try to do.
What's wrong with Christians?
Why do you hate Christians so much?
Oh, don't get me started.
You a Zionist?
Why do you like Hamas so much? Lord by Gucci Mane.
Yeah, I don't know that.
I tell you what they need to do.
But
Lord by Little Fat.
Lord,
Tracy Guns.
Won't you buy me a Mercedes?
Do a Tracy Guns song.
Lord, Praise the Lord by A$AP Rocky.
There you
There's
go.
a lot of hip hop.
Yeah.
Here you go.
There you go.
This is Little Fat.
I gotta pee again.
That's what I call my wiener.
I'm going home.
I gotta pee too.
Yeah,
Little Fat's gotta pee.
Little Fat's gonna take us out.
We're gonna get out of here, Little Fats. All right.
Little Fat Lord.
Till next week. Later.
Peace out. Word to your mama.
You hit that right on the 808. That was perfect. That was like a perfect lead in. When you said peace out.
Oh yeah.
It right when you said it is when the main 808s came in. That was perfect. That's funny. Little Lord.
No, but I saw 88 Killer tweet earlier today, saying something about some of you fools out there acting like you're really excited about a flute record. And they're like, what are you talking about? And he was talking about that, But it took me a second. I had to read some of the comments to figure out what he was talking about, and then I would see some other news stories, and I would hear about it, like, oh, and then it all kind of came together. And I was like, that's funny. Because I like Andre 3000. I like Outkast a whole lot. It's really good, catchy music, rap music or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's cool. He's going to make a new one. He did Hey Now. Hey